Hey everyone, Slayer here to introduce Nasty and Friends from BDC Studios, a podcast where two friends who met in the Army Reserves get together and talk about shit. One's a firefighter and the other has a funny laugh. So sit back, get rid of your kids, and hold on to your because it's about to get nasty, friends.
Welcome to Nasty and Friends with Pagnasty and Spicy Motherfucking Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nasty and Friends podcast. I'm Spicy Motherfucking Brown, and I'm here always with my main man, Pagnasty.
Dude, it's blast. This one's a special one, as you guys can tell by the title. We'll just get right into it, man.
All right, so this is episode 41. Again, season 3. This episode is going to be the Hot Ones tribute, and it's our second time doing it. So I want to get into we'll talk briefly about Hot Ones, why we're doing a tribute to them, what they are all about. And then what we did last time, and then what we're doing this time.
Yep.
But you want to give them the layout?
You
introduced me to Hot Ones.
Yep. So I first saw it because Bert Kreischer was on there a while ago, and it's the YouTube channel is First We Feast, but the show is called Hot Ones. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. I watched it because of Bert Kreischer. I love a lot everything that he does, and he was great. And I watched a couple other episodes, but then the more and more that I watched Hot Ones, I stayed because of Sean Evans, who's, to me, hands down, the best interviewer out there in the game right now.
Agreed.
He's only on YouTube, and they need to keep it on the internet because it's uncensored, language and stuff like that. Yeah. But regardless of who's on, even if I don't like that celebrity or that person of fame, I stay because of Sean Evans. Him and the team, the way the videos are edited, the research that they do, he's absolutely phenomenal. So, and I haven't watched every single one, but I've gone back. I watched the very first one or two to see, where they came or where they started and where they're at now. It's fucking phenomenal. Thursday, they're on every Thursday. I'm sure it's a specific time, but I don't ever get to it till at night. But yeah, they just eat 10 wings that get progressively hotter, and he just interviews, like I said, with phenomenal questions, and it's just absolutely great. Like I said, you fucking with a fidget spinner, man. You're throwing me off.
My fidget spinner tricks are fucking great.
You're so intense. I'm trying to do a read here, goddammit. But like I said, they just did, guys.
Sorry, I'm fucking with the fidget spinner. We got a Batman fidget spinner for the podcast.
Yeah.
We only break it out for the podcast, and if it's on the table, you can't not fuck with it.
Yeah.
And I really don't have any tricks. I'm just spinning it and making faces, and it's fucking Marty all up.
But it's they just did season 5, so they started it off. They switched their wings every season, so we love the show so much. I know, like my uncle, he watches every episode. There's I think a couple other people that do watch it. But yeah, this is our tribute to them,
and like you said, I said, you introduced me to it.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer, the Machine, he's great. I did go back. I've watched all of them. So pretty much what they do on the show is it's an interview. So people go on the show, they eat 10 wings with the host, Sean Evans. They start real mild and they get really intense. There's people that don't finish. There's people that dominate. During the course of the interview, they do different questions. And the research team and Sean Evans do a great job of digging deep and asking real questions and talking about shit that's kind of obscure and not just mainstream questions. And I've watched all of them. There's people who I have no idea who these people are, and I end up still watching it and learning about the people, and I've become fans of other celebrities because of this.
Yeah.
Sean Evans, at first, I was like, yeah, he's okay. The more I've watched it, Sean Evans is a great interviewer. He's funny. He's smart. He's big. Now they do other stuff, not just Hot Ones, but they do other stuff involved cooking and going to restaurants and all that stuff. So shouts out to First We Feast, shouts out to Hot Ones, and shouts out to Sean Evans.
Yeah, if you guys have a YouTube channel, you should check them out. Just subscribe. Even if you don't watch everyone, just give them those numbers. The better numbers they do, we want them to do well. Because, we fucking love doing this tribute to them, and, it's a blast. So absolutely.
So how we do it, me and Pags are both big fans of the show. We've watched all of them. We're a big fan of fucking food.
Yeah, you guys know this is a food podcast.
It's
a cooking show.
It's a cooking show. So what we do is one of our favorite things that me and Pags do on the Nasty and Friends podcast is we do a Q&A segment where we have people send us questions to Twitter, questions to our Gmail, nastyandfriends@gmail.com, @nastyandfriends on Twitter, @nastyandfriends on Instagram. Throw questions, anything. It's repetitive, but send us questions, legal questions, sex questions, any questions you have, medical advice. we will answer those questions. But for the podcast, you can ask personal questions. We get weird questions. Whatever you want to send in, we don't know what the questions are. We have somebody write them out or print them out for us. Usually it's Camus. Shouts out to Camus. But I love it because you guys send the best questions. And I love reading them, not knowing what we get into, and then answering the questions. Sometimes we'll get one question, and it'll turn into a 20-minute conversation, and it'll take us in different places. Also, when you add doing the hot sauces, so we did a Hot Ones tribute, and I can't remember what number podcast that was. I bet Pags would know, but
30.
That was episode 30, the Hot Ones tribute one. It takes it up a notch. So what happens when you start ingesting these hot sauces that they're rated in Scoville units, and usually they'll tell you how many times hotter than a jalapeno it is. We went deep, and you start getting those hotter hot sauces, and it kicks in your adrenaline. You get a high from it.
You'll hear us say it a million times, but we're in the suck at that point.
So I remember we did it last time, and I remember just trying to breathe through the pain. It hurts.
And try to focus on the question.
Try to focus on the question is hard.
It's still like we always like try to one up each other, so we're trying to be like somewhat funny with it too. Yeah. And I can't think of anything ever. I know it probably doesn't sound like you guys that were funny, but we're hilarious.
Yeah. So. I just remember so when we usually do Q&A, it's a lot going on because obviously I have to come up with an answer.
Yeah.
You're always on point. So you come up, I'm listening to your answer. I'm also thinking of how I'm going to answer it. When you add the hot sauces and now you're breathing and you're trying to stay focused and you're trying not to pass out or puke or whatever. I felt like I blacked out a couple times last time. Like,
of course.
I just focus on my breathing and it hurts. It sucks. But once we did it, we fell in love with hot sauces now.
And it made me love Hot Ones even more.
It made me love the show more because you understand what they're going through. And on top of that, now I go to people's houses and they know I like hot sauces.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, try this flashbang hot sauce." I'm like, "What is it?" I go, "It's like $3 million. Give it to me." And then because no matter what, there's hot sauces and extracts and shit that you should not eat because it could really burn you. But normal hot sauces, I wouldn't say normal. They're abnormal. The hot sauces we're going to get into and we're going to talk about, the ones we're going to get into, they're not for normal eating.
No.
You take a dab of it, eat it, and that's going to fuck you up. The thing about those hot sauces is it's going to hurt, it's going to suck, but after 10 minutes, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's made, see, that's the thing, is it's made like with the peppers and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so it's way better for you. And like we were talking, like when we watched the newest Hot Ones, it's just like when people tap out, you're like, taste buds are different. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to make it through. I mean, I made it through last time, so I don't see why I wouldn't make it through for sure. It would be a huge letdown. And I couldn't live with myself, so I will I'm saying now for sure push through. Since we've done it, but it's just that people, like I said, it's like when people like they're on the third one and they're just like, "Oh, it's so hot," and we're just like, "Come on!" It's just crazy. I just love thinking about stuff like that.
I'm not gonna say I'm gonna make it, but when I hear you say you don't know if you're gonna make it, now that adds something else because now. Right. I'm thinking about the hot sauce. I'm thinking about a question. Now I got to think about who the fuck am I going to get to replace you?
Right. But talking through it, I was like, well, I made it through last time. I'm definitely going to make it. So I corrected. Thanks for bringing me back on path. I steered off a little bit. It's intimidation. I mean, we have pictures. We'll show you the presentation. It is intimidating. Yeah. The hot sauces are looking down at us. Right. So we just got to rise up.
So they're looking down at us, and a lot of these they got crazy names. They got fucking skulls with fire on them on the pictures. But so pretty much how it breaks down is hot sauces are they're labeled by Scoville units. That's a measurement of heat, and the way the peppers break down is you have your jalapeno peppers, which people are like, oh, that's not that hot. Jalapeno peppers are fucking hot. When you get real jalapeno peppers, garden grown, the ones they sell at the store are made more for like consumption or whatever.
Right,
they're kind of mild.
Yeah,
a real jalapeno is hot as fuck. You take it up a notch, you go habanero. Habanero peppers will kill you. I ate one.
Yeah.
Maybe a few months ago. We had some in the garden. I was like, we had some green and orange. And cut off a little slice, put it in my mouth. As soon as it hit my mouth, I was like, oh no. I was in the suck immediately. Yeah. So, and that's I love about these hot sauces. So like, sometimes you'll eat them and you're like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. And then 20 seconds, 30 seconds later, bang. And then sometimes, as soon as you put something in your mouth, you know it's going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
Like immediately it's going to be a problem. I remember that from Megadeth. I remember that from like the Mad Dog.
Yeah.
I remember that from the habanero I ate a few months ago. So after the habanero, then you get into some crazy shit. You start getting into ghost peppers. For a long time, ghost pepper was the hottest pepper on the planet. And then now they have the Trinidad Scorpion. And then
Carolina Reaper.
The Carolina Reaper was the next one that was the hottest for a long time. and now they have what is called Pepper X.
Yeah, and I wish I could think of the name of the guy or remember the guy's name who created the Pepper X just to give him shouts out.
Right.
But I don't remember. A lot of times when I watch Hot Ones, I'm pretty faded. So you know, and so like names.
I don't remember the guy either, but he created the Carolina Reaper, and for a long time that was the hottest pepper. Again, after the Ghost Pepper, then you had the Trinidad Scorpion. I think there was another one, and then you had the Carolina Reaper. The Carolina Reaper was the longest one. The same guy who came up with the Carolina Reaper came up with Pepper X. And that's the last hot sauce we're going to get into.
Yeah, and that's the hottest pepper in the world.
It's the hottest pepper in the world right now. So they had a lot. They still have a lot of stuff. They have the hottest pepper or the hottest chip challenge with the Carolina Reaper chip.
Yeah,
sold out. They went like
because we were talked about doing that as well.
So
everybody else, and once we can get our hands on it for sure. So if somebody knows or they want to get it for us, let us know. Yeah. We'll definitely do it. We'll have if you want to get it for us, get yourself one. We'll have you on, and we can do like we can do a three-way.
We can do a three-way. Hey, on menage a trois. So we're excited about this. We're nervous about this. We have a mixture of sauces. Some are from the show from Hot Ones. Some are two of them are actually from the show from Hot Ones. Some of the other ones are from a local place, Volcanic Peppers. Shouts out to them. They're local, but they also most of their shit that they do, they send it all over the country. But they make salsa, they make hot sauce, and they make I think jams, jellies, and all that stuff. But we'll talk about the hot sauces. We're gonna tell you what Scoville unit they are. We're gonna and I got to get into how we did the wings, and then once we eat the wings, we're gonna get into your questions and answers, which is
the ones that you guys sent in. And again, I know I said it a million times. I'm only going to try to say it this one time. I do apologize about the sounds of eating and the breathing. I know a couple people told me it wasn't as bad as what I thought it was, but I just know for some people it's a trigger. Again, I just want to apologize. I'm not giving you this as a trigger warning because fuck trigger warnings, but just so you know. Yeah. I just want to say I'm sorry. It's going to be bad. I might even shit myself. That'd be great. Great for the cast, I feel.
We don't have vomit buckets or anything. We got napkins. Like usual, we have YouTube playing in the background.
I'll give you Nasty's one guess what's playing in the background.
You know what it is, bitch.
Hot Ones, of course, and they have, on First We Feast, actual YouTube channel, they have different playlists, and this is what the Hall of Fame one.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. So their best episodes. Right now it starts off with the Kevin Hart episode. It's from season 3 or 4. So, of course, tribute, you got to have that going back. And we will be tweeting this to Sean Evans. I don't know if he'll listen. It'll probably be, kind of long podcast, but hopefully he does listen to it.
Yeah, shout out, Sean.
I feel like sometimes we always steal stuff from other podcasts to make it our own. This is just as a tribute.
Yeah.
You guys definitely, like I said, go subscribe to them so they get the views, watch them, they get the money so they can keep going. Because to me, it's right up there with some of the best TV shows and stuff that I in general that I watch. So
absolutely.
If you want to get into how, because since this is a cooking show. And I guess this is maybe a good time to say. So we have the wings up. We're not doing milk. No. I'm just, because I have to drive later, so I'm just doing straight water. And you're double fisting like you were last night or last week with the podcast. So what are you drinking?
So in my Yeti, I have water and Pedialyte. Do you want a Pedialyte packet?
Nah,
you went hard last night. You didn't probably go as hard as me because you were dabbling with
And we'll skip past it.
Well, last night I was drinking Crown and Coke, and then I was drinking vodka water, double fisting. Today I'm water Pedialyte because it's. What, noon?
Yeah. Noon on the dot.
Noon on the dot. Okay, so I'm water and Pedialyte, and my other one is vodka orange juice. So it's wintertime here, so it's cold as fuck. Usually I do my wings, I grill them, I marinate them overnight, I grill them. I like to get a good char on them.
Yeah.
And this time it's actually nicer today than it's been, but we didn't have the time. So we marinated them with salt, pepper, Lowry's.
Garlic powder,
and then some baking powder.
Yeah.
To get a little crust on them. Marinated them in that, and then we just put them in the oven at 425 for an hour. Flipped them halfway, and they taste pretty good.
Yeah.
We don't need too much flavor on these because we're going to be adding our own hot sauce.
Yeah, we didn't pre-mix them.
Correct.
I just think it's just easier for us just to dump it on and so that's how we're going to do. So they're dry as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I meant as in no sauce.
right. Yeah. The inside hopefully is not dry.
Yeah. So no, it should be good. So and then like I said, neither one of us are doing milk, and then we just have an Andy's mint for when we finish. That's how we'll finish. Off the challenge once we get done. So do you want to tell the hot sauces of what we're going to do first and then we'll jump into it? Or?
Yeah. So And we did this before, and last time we did it, but we didn't have Blair's Mega Death Sauce in it, which was season 3 and 4's hottest sauce. Is that correct?
Right.
All right. So we substituted with Melinda's original habanero, red Savina habanero hot sauce that claimed to be 577,000 Scoville units. So we did it similar to this. I'm not going to get into all of them from last time, but we finished with Mad Dog 350 with the machine, and then Mad Dog 357, which is 357,000 Scoville units, and then we did the red Savina hot sauce, Melinda's. Fuck you, fuck that bitch. So the problem was we were in the suck, we were deep in the suck, we're ready to do the last hot sauce.
All
we're
pumped up, adrenaline's rushing.
And then the last hot sauce was a dud. So what they did was, since Blair makes a ton of different hot sauces. They do, I'm going to say around 10 of them.
Yeah.
First, I bought the original because the Mega Death was sold out. I thought they only sold one. And when I got the original Death Sauce, and that's in there, it's the Chipotle, it's fucking delicious, but it's only 30,000 Scoville units.
Right.
And then in between there, then even after there, they have some special anniversary editions and all that stuff. Mega Death was sold out, so we went with this Melinda's. So what they did was they did use the red Savina habanero, which is laboratory tested at 577. The pepper itself is laboratory tested at 577,000 Scoville units. But the sauce only has a little bit of that in there, so it's like the same as like Louisiana hot sauce or something. It was nothing. It was a dud. So fuck them. Fuck Melinda. I think it's false advertising. So we did end up getting some Blair's Mega Death Sauce,
and it was like
with liquid
episode
range,
like 31 or 32. Yeah. We did. We just put it on like a little cracker because we felt like we let you down. That we bitched out. Yeah. We said as soon as we got it, we would just jump into it, and we did it. So that's out there. But we're way more prepared this time.
Yeah, we're way more prepared now. So yeah, let's get into the hot sauces. So we're starting off light. And then I guess when I do it, we'll talk about the Scoville units as we do it.
Yeah.
So I'll list them off, and then we could probably just get right into it. So we got 10 hot sauces, just like the show Hot Ones. We have Tapatio, Frank's Red Hot Sauce, original. Lava Dia del Sol from Volcanic Peppers, shouts out. We have Hurt and Habanero from Dave's Gourmet. And back in the day, Dave's Gourmet made the original hottest hot sauce. It was called Dave's Atomic. And it was, I want to say it was ghost pepper in there. For a long time, that was the hottest hot sauce in the world. Mm-hmm. I had some of that upstairs. We didn't throw that in the lineup. We have multiple hot sauces that we don't have in the lineup. But that one on it, it says you could use it for cooking. You could use it for cleaning up grease in your driveway. You could use it for degrease. It's
insane. I mean, you probably have like, 15 total hot sauces or more?
I got a bunch.
Yeah, only 10 of them are down here. So
we don't have Dave's Atomic from Dave's Gourmet, but we do have Hurt and Habanero. And then we have Hot Ones, Fiery Chipotle sauce.
And it's actual Hot Ones. They sell that. You can go to heatness.com and go and buy this one, and it's fucking delicious. So I'm pumped to get that one.
That's our
middle. Yeah, that's our halfway. Then we jump into the Blair's, just the original Death Sauce.
Chipotle.
With Chipotle.
Yeah. That's got great flavor too.
Yeah, and then that's great. And then you know more about them, so I'll just let you jump in.
Then we have another one from Volcanic Peppers, the local place we talked about, and this is called Lava Chocolate Lightning hot sauce. And this one is when people come over and they'll talk to me about hot sauces or whatever, and we'll get into it. I'm like, try this one, because this one is one of my favorites. Other than the Lava Dia del Sol, that one is a light one, and you love that one.
Oh, that's just one of my favorites.
You
just
put
the
that
taste
on
and
pork
everything.
Sandwiches. It's so good.
Yeah.
That one's a Portuguese style sauce. We'll get into it again as we talk about it, so I don't want to get too deep now. The Lava Chocolate Lightning has some ghost pepper in it, some other stuff, so it's got a good kick to it, but it's also got one of the best this hot sauce has great flavor for a hot sauce.
Yes.
Where a lot of them don't. Great. After this, some of them
it's just straight pain. That's what they do, pain. And it tastes like shit. Yeah. Which I think, like, if you're gonna make a good one, and that's why I'm excited to talk about our last one that we'll get into. Yeah. I just want it to taste good. So then, like I said, we get into that as we go.
So again, Lava Chocolate Lightning is probably my favorite. Then you have another Volcanic Peppers. It's called The Machine, Screaming Hot Wing Sauce. And there's videos about this one online. They tributed this to a guy named The Machine who tastes hot sauce for a living. He gave this an excellent rank. This one also has really good flavor, but for most people, I think this is probably too hot to be comfortable. But at the same time, it's a great hot sauce. But that's when it starts to get lava, and The Machine is where the pain really starts to kick in, and you're going to see it struggling. After that, we jump it up a bunch.
To our ninth hot sauce.
To our ninth hot sauce, and that one's going to be Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. It says Feel Alive on there. It has a skull. It's got fire. It looks horrifying, and the sauce itself looks horrifying. It's a dark red.
And I believe when you buy that, didn't
sauce.
that come in a coffin?
It came in a coffin.
Yeah.
It came with the skeleton keychain that we have hanging up on Batman. But yeah, that one's horrifying, and that one's a motherfucker.
Yep, and so then for our last sauce, which is the 10th sauce. You
probably know more about this one.
Yeah, so this is, remember last week when we said there was something that was sitting out that came out that we said we'll get to? Well, this is the Hot Ones last dab, and it's the hot sauce. This is going to be at every podcast that we're going to have. Maybe we'll tempt people if they want to try it, but definitely. So this is made with the Pepper X, like I said, and it is the hottest hot sauce in the world right now. This is number one. It's over 2 million Scoville units. There's no actual rank, 2.5. They know it's over 2 million. And this is what they use. Like, they came out with this one, and it's called The Last Dab. They came out on the Hot One show. And the reason why is before, when Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage was the last hot sauce that they used, it was, and Sean Evans says, he's like, it's tradition around here to put a last dab on the last wing. And I guess they don't have to, but most of them do. And they always called that the last dab. So with that, again, they got with this guy and made this sauce, and again, it's called First We Feast presents Hot Ones Last Dab, and then the bottom of the jar says it's a tough one,
and it's unopened.
It's unopened. I mean, I've had this for so long. Yep. Like, I set this on my dresser, and when it came to my house, 2-3 months ago, I looked at it every day, and I just couldn't fucking wait to get to it. I said I wasn't going to open it. It is sealed. We will open it when we get to the last wing. It's going to stay sealed until then. We're fucking pumped. So I say these wings have been sitting here. It's 21 minute open. So if you're ready, I say we jump into it, man.
Let's do it.
Get into the questions, and then we'll just talk about more about answer the question. Maybe talk a little bit more about the hot sauces.
Absolutely.
And do it. So if you want, we'll just grab our first wing here and. And starting off with Tapatio.
Starting with Tapatio. If you don't know about Tapatio, it says salsa picante. It's got a light-skinned brown man with a big sombrero on it.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of, some people go with Cholulu. Some people go with other Mexican sauces. The Mexican people that I know, and I work in a highly, predominantly Mexican area of town. I can't do this without being racist.
No, it's not racist because they are Mexicans and they do like it. It's not racist.
The Mexican people, my friends who are Mexican, they roll with Tapatio.
Yeah.
And if you're eating Mexican food, so this goes good on tacos, it goes good on wings, it goes good on everything. It's got good flavor. It's
eggs,
not super hot.
Perfect. It's really good on eggs.
But since, and that's what you got to do. If you're eating fucking Mexican, you got to do what they do. So this is Tapatio.
Wing one.
Wing one. We're doing this. I'm excited, man, because I'm hungry. We haven't.
Oh yeah, you have not. I had a banana this morning. That was about it. So cheers.
Cheers. The big thing about bananas is never make eye contact with anybody while eating them.
It's good, and these wings are fucking good, man.
It's good.
Little sting, nothing major. So we do have a bowl, and since you're doing, let me grab the first question here. This is from Sarah. So she's been on the podcast with her and her hubby. Yep. She's still doing June. Pregnancy's going great from what I hear. Good. Shouts out there. Everything's going great. It says, if you could wake up tomorrow gaining only one quality or ability, what would it be? So it doesn't sound like it's like a superpower.
Okay.
It's like, if you could wake up tomorrow gaining only one quality or ability, what would it be?
Man.
Because I would just think, maybe skills or ability. Depending on how great could it be? Be able to play football really well, or
yeah.
But
you can go that way.
Yeah, you can go that way. But at this point, I'm 31. I'm going to try to get in the league tomorrow, so I don't think I would do anything physically like that. I think maybe. Oh man, you can go really personal with this. So
if you're still thinking,
Go ahead.
All right, so mine's pretty basic. But to me, it's super important. So, and I talked about this a little bit on episode 40, but, I have problems sleeping.
Yeah.
And some of that is work-related because of stress. Some of that is work-related because I wake up in the middle of the night to respond to emergency 911 calls, and then we go lights and sirens to the call, and then we come back, and then I try to go back to sleep. So because of that, it fucks up my sleep schedule. Like even on a normal day, sometimes I have problems going to sleep. Some of that is, like I said, because, and they compare that, like I said in episode 40, they compare that to like a new mom who's waking up for a baby, whatever. I'm sure it's hard for them to go back to sleep. But instead of being for like a year or two, it's, maybe 25 years you're doing that. Not every day, obviously you're at home. But so I have problems sleeping because of my sleep schedule at work, because of stress, and because of probably demons or whatever. My girlfriend Camus, shouts out Camus. Last time she was here helping us with the wings and everything. It's just me and my man right now. But she sleeps like a baby. Like she could sit down for 2 minutes and fall asleep.
It's annoying because JPEGs is literally the exact same way. Like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have had conversations that she just falls asleep mid-conversation. You're like, what the hell? I got to sit here and think about how much my life sucks and about how douchey I am for the next hour. You're like self-loathing before I fall asleep.
Yeah, and sleep is a fucking big deal. Like if you're not getting sleep, it affects the rest of your life. It affects your health. It affects everything. So if if I slept better, so I'm envious of people like that. Like I have problems where
it's not the hot sauce. I just got a cough.
Oh, same here. I just had some phlegm. So I'm envious of that, where somebody could just sit for a while, lay down, fall asleep. Where me, like I do, breathe. Like I'll do what's called box breathing. I'll do things. I have racing thoughts in my head sometimes, and I just wish I was sleeping better. I think I would probably drink less if I could sleep better, and so. It's not a great answer, but for me, it's hands down the ability to sleep better. All right, I'm going to check this door.
Yeah.
You want to give your answer?
Yeah. Doorbell's ringing, so Spicy's going to go off and see what that's about. But I think I would say, for my answer, I would like to wake up and have a hobby or something that I am really excellent at, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy like wood making, to where I can make, say, that type of a skill, just make a chair, or if I want to make a fruit bowl or something. I watch those videos where people make canoes or something, just be like that. So I think that's what, some type of a skill like that, or people who are really good at making knives or swords or something, just something that I can throw myself into that I love, that I would be just at the top of my game. I just think would be good. I could probably learn wood making and stuff, but I just in my mind I don't have that drive to do that. So, but just to be able to wake up and be I want to make, like I said, a canoe today, or I want to make this entertainment center for this person, or I want to make how you see the carvings of trees and people, just something some type of art, artistic thing like that. If I can just wake up and be I know how to do that. I don't have to take the years and years of time to learn. It would be something weird like that. Oh, Pagnasty, he loves Batman and he's a great woodworker. Or he makes these bomb ass knives, you could put, or he's a great glass blower. He can make fucking, water pipes and all this other types of shit. Something like that I think would be awesome. Just to be able to I can do that. So I think that's the way I would go.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I love that. Because I'm not really good at fixing things. I'm not good at building things. I'm good at breaking things.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I love breaking glass, windows. I use saws and stuff. I'm good at demo. I'm not good at... and if I do build something, I'm not a finesse guy, so it does not look great. I could never be a finisher.
Yeah, my dad was that way. My dad could fix everything and tinker with stuff. And people say you just got to do it, but I just don't have that in me. So, something like that. Or if I was a master carpenter or something, which I guess you could do that more of a career. I'm not saying I want to do that as a career, but I think you kind of get where my mind is on that.
Absolutely. I love that answer.
Everything's good at the door. We're not being invaded?
No, it was just the delivery man dropping off a package.
Okay, awesome.
I was like, get the fuck up out of here.
And speaking of which, he dropped off our next hot sauce. That is.
So our next sauce.
The cheesiest segue of all time.
Our next sauce is everybody probably knows it. It's Frank's Red Hot Original Cayenne Pepper Sauce.
Ooh.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What I like to do when I'm just doing basic hot sauce, and real quick, I taste the Tapatio. I still feel
it's okay. I was gonna say something. Yeah. It is still there, and I just didn't want to sound like a bitch. And it's not bothering me, but
but you could feel it.
It's still a little heat there.
I dumped a bunch on there. And,
me too.
It's
thinking
not uncomfortable or anything. But
no,
it's
a good. I like that sting. Yeah, good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Okay. You must have saw it in my eyes.
No, I didn't.
Something.
I have it in my mouth. The next one. Okay, so Frank's Red Hot. It's a classic. At this end of the scale, you could go a million different ways because they have Red Devil, they have Louisiana hot sauce, they have a bunch. I mean, they have, you name it. Tabasco is probably in this range. Frank's Red Hot. I love it. And what I like to do is I'll put a whole bottle in a
like a squirt bottle, like a.
No, I'll put the whole like glass bottle of Red Devil in a pot.
Oh, okay.
I'll put a stick of butter in there and I'll warm that up.
Oh shit.
And then that's what I'll use. I'll put the wings off the grill in like a fucking bowl.
Oh,
it's
nice.
like a metal bowl,
okay, yeah.
and then I'll toss
the
butter
yeah,
and
yeah.
Frank's Red Hot sauce
That's
in the
delicious.
bowl to toss it. Frank's Red Hot sauce, it's delicious. It's not hot. I wonder if they make a hotter one.
They might. I don't know.
But yeah, you mix it. Just put a stick of salted butter and some Red Hot. You could do that with any Louisiana
Right.
Red Devil.
Yeah.
Just put some butter in there, warm it up, and then toss your wings in it.
Do you know the Scoville units?
You know what? Let me look.
Yeah.
Let me look. I can't remember if we did that last time.
Yeah, I can't remember if we put it on here. Like, I don't think we need to, find out Tapatio.
No. Red Devil is about 800 to 1200.
Okay.
Tapatio is about 3000. This is right around 3000, I think. It's
Okay.
not. It's got a little bit of kick. It's delicious, but it's just more for flavors. Cayenne.
Cheers, I'm going in.
Cheers, I'm going in too, brother. I'll take a bite and then I'll read a question quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's a familiar taste. It's good. Nice and just a good sting. I like that. I like one when it hasn't like made my nose run a little bit yet. I don't know if this is probably won't get hot enough for that.
No. But it's just such a good
Man, his
flavor.
wings are holding up, man. They're pretty damn good. I think it's the way we got to do it.
We killed it.
Now on,
We killed it.
if we do it during the winter, for
During
sure.
the winter, yeah, it's tough to grill right now, but in the oven they're still good. They got a little bit of crust on them from the baking powder.
Yeah.
And again, in this range, you have a million different options. Most hot sauces are like a cayenne base or whatever. You got in different regions or whatever. I think down south they use a lot of Texas Pete or Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah.
Frank's, I don't know if that's Midwest or Northern, but there's so many different hot sauces in this range where you could get that are good. I do like Frank's, but I've had other ones that are really
It's
good.
good. It's good tasting.
If you got to hit us up, let us know what your favorite low range hot sauce is. Might be some shit we've never tried. So, all right, here we go. If you didn't have to sleep,
We just came off not sleeping.
that's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? And this one is from your secret admirer.
Oh, nice.
If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? Your secret admirer.
You can get so much done. Like I say, just like probably like right off the bat, I'm just like, I'll just watch more TV. Like just at night when I'm not working. But excuse me, I think you pick up a hobby or something. Like if you don't have to, it'd be like a night hobby. Definitely not like can't pick up drinking because that would be awful.
That'd be
but
awful,
just maybe work on like fine tuning some skills or. You could probably start up another business, go more lucrative, maybe get a job or something that, what the fuck am I even putting around? We would fucking podcast more. What am I talking about? 100%. We wouldn't have to sleep and just keep fucking putting out podcasts. That's definitely up there.
Yeah.
So, because I was gonna say, do like something that you love, a hobby. Yeah, I say more podcasts. And if it's just me personally, but if it's like everybody, just have like more guests and just try to grow this thing for sure. That's what I would say.
Okay.
100%.
I love it. I love the question. It's something I've never really thought of.
Right.
Whoever this person is, identify yourself when you hear this. I love it. And that's a big deal. Like, ideally, you want to get 8 hours of sleep every night. Right. Me and you don't. We've talked about that. Like, there's nights I get 2 hours of sleep. There's nights I get 6. Six is probably my average.
But the way I see it, I take it as the question is you don't need sleep and you still, like, you just have to, like, like the night you still wake up like you got 8-9 hours of sleep, you know what I mean? So you still function just normally, so if you just don't sleep.
Right, you don't have to, your body does not require.
So I take it as like that's how humans operate.
Yeah.
So
my answer would be you would probably work a little bit extra because you need more money.
Right.
For us, we would podcast, but at the same time you have more time, so I would do things like I would try to learn Spanish or something like that. I would maybe learn how to play a guitar or drums or something. Maybe get some hobbies, and then maybe go back to your last answer, which is to learn how to do some woodwork skills or building. You would have time. If you added that 6 hours up times 365, I mean, that's a lot of hours. You could get a fucking law degree, whatever you want to do.
Right.
You can do anything.
Absolutely.
So I would probably, I would probably definitely work to get some money saved up.
I'm sure if it was like that type of weird world, they'd make it to where you have to work like
we wouldn't be working 40 hours.
Yeah, it would be
average.
like 12 hours. They'd make you work half the fucking day or something.
And so it's still
bullshit.
the same. It's still the same. You're spending most of your time working.
Yeah.
And, But yeah, I would definitely, if I did have more time, I would learn another language, and then I would definitely try to pick up a hobby, like an instrument or something.
I like it. I like it, man. That's great. So the next one's from Volcanic Peppers. It's our first one in a list of a couple ones that are from Volcanic Peppers, and they're local, right?
They are local.
They're local. And how did you come across them? Like,
so they have a shop. The first time I talked to them, I went to the shop, and the sister was working, and she said, "Well, my brother got into the pepper business because the last 10 years peppers has been booming.
Yeah,
people love
which
this
I
shit.
love it.
Yeah.
It needs to keep going up."
They said their house smelled like peppers all the time. He was growing peppers. He was cooking peppers. They were mixing salsa and mixing hot sauces. They said the house stank, but they were growing ghost peppers and other hot peppers, habaneros, and making salsa. Like I said, most of their orders are online.
Yeah,
and then they made enough. They had enough business that they opened up their own shop.
Dude, that's awesome.
The shop is maybe 10 minutes away from me. I went in there, talked to the sister, and she said, now they like to make hot sauces, and they have some that are very painful, but they want to make sauces that people enjoy.
Yeah.
And most of the sauces from there that we have, they're stuff that we enjoy. They did have one like crazy one that I didn't get.
Yeah.
But the ones we have are delicious. So after we got the sauces, we did it. I sent an email to the owner, and he emailed me back because they do not list the Scoville units. He told us good luck. He told us thanks for supporting them, and he gave us the Scoville units. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yes.
The Scoville unit you want to read the title again?
Yes, Lava de la Sol.
Lava de la Sol. It's a Portuguese style hot sauce. It's got a different color. It's orange, but that's 7,500 Scoville
Yeah,
units.
and like I said, this is one of my favorites in this whole lineup. Like I said, I know last time we did this, you had smoked a pork ass, and so I was putting it on there.
Yes.
I was eating it away from the challenge. It's really thin though. It's a little bit different. It's not like. I mean, in the bottle that it is, it doesn't have like the shake spout or whatever it's called,
right.
Drip spout. So yeah,
It's got a wide mouth.
Yeah, this comes out quick and it's thin, so you got to be a little bit careful. But
7,500 Scoville units. It's not super hot, but it's got a good kick.
Yeah,
I love it. It's got great flavor.
This is how I like. Give me some more. I'm gonna put it on the back side of the wing. Yeah. Oh yeah, it tastes fucking. Beautiful, man. One of my favorites.
Shouts out Volcanic Peppers. If you don't live close to us, you could go there. They have a shop, but most of their orders are online.
Oh, yeah, you live anywhere, they'd be able to do it.
Yep.
So, I'll get to the question here in a second, but I'm fucking hungry, so I'm cleaning up this wing. This
is a good range we're at.
Yeah.
It's got a little kick, but it's got great flavor. We're eating wings.
I think it's important to say when we are finishing the wings, but again, they're not completely tossing it, so I'll probably end up for sure finishing every wing just to eat. So it's good. little stingy. The Franks, it did wear off by the time I had this one. So, but it's a nice little sting. It's just a great taste. A little bit of heat, nothing much. So this is from Camus. Shouts out.
Shit.
And it said, would you rather go hand gliding or whitewater rafting? I think like hang gliding, like where you and you're flying. I could tell you this right now which one I would rather do. I'm not a huge fan of the water. I can swim. I'm not a great swimmer. So I would do whitewater rafting hands down for sure.
Okay.
It just wouldn't be at my top of things to do. It would be fun. So hang gliding for sure, hand gliding, whichever one it is. Yeah, and you're just it would feel like you're flying. Yeah. So I would 100% do that over whitewater rafting. There's no questions asked.
Yeah. I'm the same. I've never done either. I do want to do both. I would go with hang gliding because I like being up in the air.
Right.
I think white river rafting would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a great adrenaline rush.
Yeah, so you would probably have more adrenaline. I love being up in the air. Plus, you're on an ocean or in a big lake or something. I would definitely go with hang gliding as well. Right. I know she had an experience at the Ozarks. I wasn't there. This is before we met, but she went on one of those and she was scared shitless. She does not like heights like I do.
Oh, okay.
So
I would be scared. I would be nervous for sure, but I just would enjoy it way more. So I've never gone skydiving or anything like that, but I've done like the what do they call it? The ripcord at Worlds of Fun, where you kind of go and you're flying. So I've done that a handful of times, but yeah, I've
been bungee jumping. I've done ripcord at.
You've been bungee jumping before? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I did Six Flags over Texas, the ripcord, the one at Kansas City, and I might have done another one. But bungee jumping, I went at Myrtle Beach. A bunch of Army buddies went when we were active duty. This was, maybe like I can't remember if it was before or after my Bosnia deployment. So it was either 99 or 2000.
Okay.
We went to Myrtle Beach for a spring break kind of deal, and we just partied our ass off for a week.
Hell yeah.
Stayed in a shit hotel right next. So the back of the hotel.
So some of those are the best.
Yeah. The inside of the front door led out to a big pool, and my buddy Mark Hang, aka Orangahang, had this whistle that said playtime or party time. We would blow the whistle and we'd get everybody to come out and jump in the pool. We'd party. We went to the back door. Ew. There was the beach and then there was the ocean.
Hell yeah.
So real quick on that, since we're on that topic.
Yeah.
It was a tough week. We drank so much. So every day we had a rule. We would just wake up and drink. So we had a rule. We wouldn't drink liquor before noon.
Oh, that's a good rule.
So I remember the first morning after getting there. So like the second day.
Right.
Woke up hungover as fuck.
Yeah, I guess it probably depends for you. For me, it wouldn't be. I would have to start because that's pretty much all I drink. But I can do that all day.
Oh, yeah. So we tried Gatorade and water. It didn't work. You had a hangover.
This is before Pedialyte times.
Before Pedialyte times for me.
Yeah.
So then we're like, but when you drink a beer,
right,
then it helps, you know.
Right.
So we
hair of the
started
dog.
doing that.
They call that, I guess.
What is it?
Hair of the dog. They
Hair
call
of the
that.
dog. Okay.
Yeah, just to take the edge off.
So we did that, and we just partied our ass off. It's spring break. I'm 21 years old.
You probably don't get I mean, you probably get hangovers, but they're not like how they are later on in life at age 21.
If I did that week again now, I would die. I would be dead.
Right, yeah.
Because at 21, I was invincible. I was an infantryman in the fucking U.S. Army.
Yeah.
And I was already drinking way too heavy. And I was hurting. So now I would not function. I would probably last 2 days, and I'm just going home, guys. You know? We drank so much, it was disgusting. So by the end of the week, the second day, you wake up, you drink a couple beers, you jump in the pool, you jump in the ocean, you hang out all day, and then you start going to the nightclubs or whatever. They had t-shirt contests and men's boxer brief contests. They had huge parties. People on
how many of those did you win?
I never did.
Oh, I thought I figured just be all of them.
My buddy Hang did a boxer brief competition. We said he was gay, and we were happy that
dude, it sounds fucking phenomenal.
But it was insanity. You know, that was the only time I've ever done a spring break thing. Yeah, because I didn't go to college. I went to the Army, but the School of Hard Knocks, if you will. So second day, it was easy getting back into the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
You drink a couple beers, you're good. By the end of the week, like day 4, day 5, you're waking up. And I remember, I think like my last day in Myrtle Beach, I woke up and I'm like, ever see Nicolas Cage in the movie Leaving Las Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
He's like shaking, he's guzzling vodka in the shower.
Yeah.
I felt I was shaky.
Your liver's enlarged.
Oh my God, my body felt like I was dying. I really felt like I was dying.
It's stupid to do that.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the only way I'm going to feel better is to just keep drinking. So I wake up in the morning and start drinking.
And then just taper it off from there.
But even as I started getting drunk at like noon and the day went on, like the last day, like your body's like, fuck
and you think about it, there's people who do that every day.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like the hardcore major alcoholics, they can't live without it.
Yeah,
like,
they wake up and drink
is,
vodka straight and just live their
insane.
Day. It's unbelievable. But so it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. It was me and a bunch of like Triple H from the Army, Hanging Hines, his buddy ROBB, aka Fat Damon, Brandon. So it was just a bunch of
Fat Damon. That's a great fucking nickname.
It's a dude. He looks like Matt Damon, but he's fat. And then he lost weight. Now he does marathons and shit. He's a hilarious dude. But he's not as funny anymore since he's like skinny and shit.
Right.
But we called him Fat Damon because he looked like a fat Matt Damon. But it was just a bunch of us. We were young. We were stupid. We were just out there doing it. And we would, during the day, we did like bumper cars.
Right.
We just shit on the strip and do shopping. And we all had shirts made. My shirt said, it was like with the graffiti paint shirt, all white shirts. Everybody had their nickname on it. Mine was Big Daddy.
Yeah, because you weren't Spicy Brown at that time.
I wasn't Spicy Brown at that time. I don't know why it was Big Daddy. I just needed a nickname. We all had the shirts. They're cutoffs, and everybody signed it on the back. And I want to say it was 2000.
It sounds so douchey, but then you think of the age, you're like, no, that sounds fucking, that's great.
Awesome.
That's something I would for sure do.
Yeah, everybody had their shirt on. And so anyway, I think I had a hockey mask for some reason.
Right.
And then, we did shit during the day.
The Jason hockey mask?
Yeah.
Dude, just fucking walk around, yo, Big Daddy!
Yeah, and then we do shit during the day, and at night we would hit the nightlife and just get fucking nuts at like dance clubs and shit on spring break. So one of the days we went to a 90-foot tall tower that people bungee jumped off of.
Yeah,
and we all did it. I did it twice, and I just remember like walking up this staircase that's kind of like it's like square.
Yeah.
But you go up like like a spiral staircase, but it's square. And I just remember how flimsy it is. Like the wind's blowing it.
That's not good.
We get to the top, they tie me up, they tell me the rules, and it happened real quick. And I
because at the time of walking up, you're not tied up yet, so you're just like, fuck.
I remember I get to the edge, and 90 feet up is pretty high. From the ground, it does look that high. When you're looking down, it's high as shit.
Yeah. And
I just remember the dude's like, all right, I'm going to count to 3, and then you're just going to go. And I remember he was like, 1, 2, and I remember in my head, I'm like, no, wait.
Yeah.
But he's counting, and fuck, he hit 3.
Why, you just wanted a moment just to...
Yeah, but I'm glad I didn't. Like, let's just fucking do this. You don't want to think about it. So he's like, all right, ready? 1, 2. And I'm like, in my head, wait. And I fuck it, let's do this. So I did it once, going forward. So I just like free fell forward, off, and then it's over a big mat.
Right.
That's 90 feet. You free fall.
Right.
And then it catches you.
When does it catch you? About how far down? Halfway or so?
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But it catches you.
What was going through your mind?
I think I was scared.
Yeah.
I think I was scared, and then when it catches you, and then you go back up, and then it bounces you up, and then you free fall again.
Yeah.
And then every time after that, it's slower and slower.
Did you remember to breathe?
I don't remember.
Okay?
Yeah,
I know it was so long ago.
Yeah,
but,
I don't. I'm pretty sure I was probably young.
Because I remember the first time I did the ripcord, like you're just waiting for it to catch and you're going, and I just held my breath.
Oh, yeah.
I was enjoying it. It was fun. Like
Yeah.
I love that, butthole pucker, stomach drop. I love that feeling.
Yeah.
But I just remember, and then when it catches it as you're way up, I just remember going, and then just breathing through. So yeah, it was fucking awesome.
I remember it was scarier going forward. Because you're just like...
Because you're seeing it come at you.
You're making your body jump off of a 90-foot,
Right.
diving board.
Yeah.
Just into the air.
Right.
So that was scarier. After the first bounce, it caught me. Then I'm kind of like, oh, this is awesome. Because then on the way up, you're like weightless.
Yeah.
And then you still see in the city, you can see the strip. It's like right off of the strip. You see
Yeah.
the strip. So there's this big strip. And then a row of hotels and stuff, and then there's the ocean. So you still see all that,
Dude,
and everybody's yelling.
Awesome. Yeah.
So then you're kind of like, oh, this is awesome. And then you go back down, bounce back up. You see the view. You're like, man, this is incredible. So I did it again, and the second time I fell backwards. Maybe, and that might be reversed.
Right.
I just fell backwards, so you're not looking down. You're just kind of letting yourself go, like a trust fall off of this tower. I think it was
where you strapped in before they start raising you up.
they raise you up. It takes forever.
Well, no, it's not the raising up part. It's just like you just have to fall forward because you're tight because they have to raise you up. So when they raise you up, that's tight. It's when you go, you're still on the platform and you stop like 6 inches before hitting the platform.
Yeah.
Like you just boom and it just catches you and the platform's right there. Yeah. That's the scariest part. And then the platform lowers and then they raise you up. And looking at it, it can get you because it's so slow.
Right.
And I think that's part of the mind games.
Yeah.
But to me, that's still, and the drop, none of it just as scary when you go there. So, but yeah. So yeah, hang gliding 100%. So that's fucking great story though, man.
That's a great question. Yeah, it is a fun story. It's something I don't think about. It's 17, 18 years ago. And I talk to people who have been skydiving, like our buddy Hiladic, he teaches it now.
Yeah.
I've heard from multiple people, like it's tougher to jump
when
it's like a short distance where you can see the ground that clearly, where in the air, you don't see the ground. It's not as scary, which
absolutely.
I do believe that, but great question, Camus. I know later on I'll ask her what her answer
will
be.
Get her question. So yeah, if you want to, we'll get the next swing and we'll let you go because then it's you can eat and then pick. So
all right, so this one is Dave's Hurt Habanero hot sauce. It's from Dave's Gourmet, who's the owner of Dave's Atomic, who maybe 10 years ago was the world's hottest hot sauce. This stuff I've had before. It's made with habanero, but it's not super hot. It's only 6,900 Scoville units.
Right.
It's almost like an enchilada sauce. It's like a Mexican.
Yeah. What was De La Soul again?
It was. Oh, that was 7,500. So I think this is 79.
Okay.
Just a little bit higher.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you said 6, and I was like, well, then that means it's under it. We got them backwards, and I know we don't have them backwards.
No.
So yeah, just above. So about the same. Should be good taste.
Yeah.
So we'll go at it, and then we'll get to your question. I think maybe when we get to the later ones. Because I'd like to cheers when we get to the hardcore ones. Well, Jesus, that came out quick.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
yeah.
Spot
We'll
on.
read the question and then we can cheers, eat, and then we can go into it. So let me get this. So yeah, whenever you're done, if you want to, how's it taste? It's good.
It's
of
good.
Course.
Just like enchilada sauce. You'll taste it.
Yeah, and you're right. That's the best way to, and that's fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got a little bit of kick, but it's not super hot.
Well,
plus, in the later ones, it's going to take us more time to recover
Yeah.
before we're ready to go back into it.
I do want to say this, that we assumed this was probably going to be like an hour or so podcast, and we're already at like 50 minutes. The wings are cold, so you guys are in for another long one, which I'm fucking more pumped about. And that's what's going to happen, especially.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, our answers will be shorter later on, so.
Yeah, maybe. We're going to have to stretch it out.
Yeah, that's true.
When we're in that much pain, we're not going to go right back into the pain.
Yeah, that's true.
I have the stall techniques.
Yeah, good, man. Enchiladas, perfect way.
This is a great question.
Okay.
The question is, what job would you be terrible at? Kevin. It's from Kevin.
Oh, that's a fucking great question.
What job would you be terrible at?
One, I could just tell you, like, something not funny, but I would be a horrible corrections officer. I can tell you that. Because I don't fucking like conflict at all. Okay. And I know you got to be, like, tough and shit, or, like, a police officer. I mean, we're not huge fans of police here, but just because of, personal shit and stuff like that. But yeah, a correctional police officer, I think you have to be somewhat kind of a dick to play that, because it's part of the job, and I don't have that in me at all. So I'd be like the timid, shy, you look like a pussy, stuff like that. But I would be absolutely horrible about it. People are like, hey, you want to smuggle something in your butt? Yeah, I'll do it for you. I mean, just because I personally like doing that stuff, but I would just be absolutely horrible at that. So 100%.
Oh, that's good. That's good that you knew it. I think I would be a good. You can't say that. I think that's a job where you're like, oh, I would do great at that.
Right.
I think most people could probably do that, and maybe you're good for a while. But I think the problem is you get burned out.
Yeah.
And I think everybody, like even me, like deep down, I'm like, oh, I think I would be really good, because I think, it's similar to firefighting, but on the other side, people aren't hating you.
Right.
Like a lot of times, people hate cops, and they're directly in conflict with you. Where the firefighter, they're waving at us and they're like, "Hey, come help me." Where the cops, they're like, "Fuck, the cops are fucking here. What the fuck do you want?"
Definitely.
We see that. We work well. I mean, we work with the cops all the time, and we were just on a call for a domestic, and somebody got hurt, and then they wouldn't let us in, and the cops had to fucking force in the door, and we were there. And, the people they treated the cops like fucking shit. There's two broads. And they're like, fuck you, bitch, and all this, and get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome in here. Like, you're not getting in the fucking house. Go home.
Right.
Jesus. Through the door. We had to call the landlord. They had a keypad. It was like a cut-up house that broke up into apartments. But we deal with the cops all the time. They're there to help us. So anytime there's an assault, shooting, stabbing, anything violent, we will stage down the street and then wait for the cops to get there. Once the cops are there, we'll try to go in with the cops or wait till the cops say it's clear. Come on, and whoever did the attack is gone or it's safe, it's clear, come in. But I do think, because I want to help, and I feel like there's some cops who are burnt out or they don't give a shit. They just want to get collars and get people locked up, where I would want to help the community and do the best I can. But I'm sure everybody has that mindset. Yeah. And then eventually like, fuck this. Everybody fucking lies to me.
Yeah. You get lied to everything. You can only take so much shit, and you have to become hard for sure.
And then they get burned out.
And not in the pants.
Hard in the pants. So for me, I'm going to go with like sales, or I'm going to go with like food service, like where I have to, what else do you want with that? Do you want to, do you want a lemon with
and
that?
I try not to be like funny. I mean, you could be funny, but like how we are, you're like with each other, like, oh, like you ordered that and you're not going to eat it all? Huh? Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
I guess I could return your steak and cook it to your liking. Yeah. Fuck.
So like to be super fake to people, I think it would be hard for me to do, and then to be a salesman.
Right.
Like I can't lie to people. Like, oh, I'll tell you what, you could go down the street if you want to, but this is the best deal you're gonna get here. Right. We're looking out for you, pal. Like you just being like a cheesy like salesman. Like I couldn't do it.
Oh, you don't want it? Okay, I get that.
Like, oh, you don't want it? I don't give a shit. Is this the best? No, it's probably not the best. Go down the street to whatever. I don't have that in me. Sale. Everybody loves money, but at the same time, like I can't be fake like that, and I can't lie. And there's some people who are fucking con artists, or they have a gift in that. And like me,
it'd be a different con artist, because I'm watching. I was telling you this, but I currently watch like, and maybe to even fucking go back to the skills question. Now that I'm more thinking about it, I watched the show White Collar. It was on the USA Network, and it's cheesy and stuff like that. But I love those types of shows. And Neil Caffrey is the guy who plays like the main one of the two main characters, and he's He plays a high level con artist. Like he's a big artist where he like paints and and he's like the guy that any situation put him in, he knows everything. He's like an expert. So it's like overly cheesy, but I love that. So maybe if I was a great con artist, not to like con people, but to like maybe steal something, like a high level thief who steals something that, you know, it's gonna be worth like millions Nicolas of dollars. Like, I'm just saying steal from like the rich 1%ers that are like cunts that are fucking over, you know, do like a con with other people, like you and I run a con somebody and we end up making away with, you know, some fucking valuable shit and sell on the black market. I think that would be fun to have that skill and be just as good. And again, check out the show. There's like 6 seasons out. The 6th season only has like 6 episodes. I'm on the back end of season 4. And again, it's cheesy. They have like over product placement, like Ford a lot. They'll be driving a car and they're like one scene, the chick, she plays in like, I can't remember her name, but she plays in like 90210 and she's like a big name and she plays the wife of, so I guess since we're just talking about it, why not? The show's about where he's like a con artist and he gets caught by Peter, and I can't think of his last name because again, I watch that show completely blitzed when I'm watching it. And I love Peter, but he's like the FBI agent. They, you know, he has a wife and a dog at home. He loves baseball, but he caught Neil Caffrey. Well, then they take it to where he comes out and they put him on an anklet, and he helps him solve cases. So he joins the white collar division of the FBI, and so then they become like best friends. But then there's always Neil's always trying to run shit on the side, and so I just love that and the stuff that they come up with, like that can never happen in real life, but I just love that type of a thing. So yeah, that skill would be awesome, and if you could have, you know, that skill with us and we can run cons, like that'd be an awesome skill set. Woodworking and stuff, you know. But I don't remember the reason why I started talking about that to begin with. I got so excited just to talk about the show, but
we were talking about sales and how some
so he's like, so he feeds people. That's what it was. He feeds people full of shit all the time, like with a straight face and stuff like that. So that's different than what I think you're like a used car salesman and try to sell something or sell something like door to door. So I think that type of thing you would be good at.
Real quick, somewhere along the same lines, did you watch, and I can't remember if we might have even talked about this already, The Founder on Netflix?
No. I don't even know what we haven't talked about because I don't even know what it is.
All right, so this is off topic a little bit. Not really. No. All right, so The Founder is a movie about how McDonald's was started. Michael Keaton plays.
Yes, you have told me about this. I just forgot that's what it was called.
Somebody told me about it, and I watched it, and I was like, man. And I'm like, you know what? I'm the way I am is I love learning about things, but I would much rather learn about something through a documentary than movie, because movies are fake. Hollywood or whatever.
They church stuff up.
And whatever. I love documentaries. Like like what pissed me off was like I watched the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, or whatever it's called. I would have much rather watched the documentary, because then in the documentary you could have his mom talking. You could have people who knew him doing interviews, and at the same time, and then you could go back and show clips of actual Tupac interviews and his interactions with people. You could make such a good documentary about Tupac, because he's one of the most unique people in our generation that ended in tragedy. That was one of the best rappers of all time. Like, he's such a dynamic individual.
Yeah, and it has to be like a documentary, not a mockumentary, where they do like fake scenes with other people that could be him, but then they have like real stuff. Like, those are horrible. So.
Just you could do a great documentary about Tupac, because there's so many people alive that work with him. You could have interview those people. And then you could show, so there's so much video footage of him doing things, and then you could show news clips of when he got shot. Like, you could do a great documentary. Instead, they went the way of, well, we're going to make way more money if we make a movie starring a guy that barely looks like Tupac with shit actors. And for me, I love documentaries because they're way more real than a drama. Like, I could not get into that movie, but anyway, but the Founder, I was like the same way about that. Like, I'd love to hear about the history of McDonald's, but I'd much rather watch a documentary. No, it's good though. It's Michael Keaton. You know what? If it didn't have Michael Keaton in it, I might have been like, whatever. I checked it out. It was good. It's a fucked up story.
Yeah, I don't know the story, so I know you kind of went into it before.
I'm not going to get into it, but it's pretty much the beginning of these two brothers opened up a restaurant in California. And then it turns into the biggest restaurant chain in the world, and how these two brothers interacted with this businessman, Michael Keaton, who, anyway, it goes into the full history of it, and it's solid. That's probably 90 minutes. It's solid.
That's fucking awesome. And I remember what I was going to say with the white collar, where I was telling you they do the Ford ads. I remember how they, like that, I was talking about the show, like they do easily over like product placement.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided to tell you what the show was about. So just one quick, the chick who plays from 90210, who's also like Peter's wife on here. There's one episode where she's
old school 90210.
Yeah, the old school.
Which one?
Yeah, I can't remember. Like I've looked her up. But
you know who I used to like, dude?
Who?
Shannon Doherty, man.
Yeah,
She was like slutty
I
hot.
think it's 90210. Is it 90210 or Saved by the Bell? Maybe Saved by the Bell. I don't know. You'll look it up. You'll know. Yeah. No, I just can't fucking, like I said again, I'm faded.
No, it's all
I
good.
watch it faded all the time.
Yeah.
So
We'll look it up because I'm interested.
Yeah, and like I said, but be like where she like saw this parallel parking spot, and then she did like she hit the button where it backs up for her. She just put her hands up, and then it like shows the car backing in, and then they like focus in on like the Ford logo. So shit like that in the show where you're like, come on, like this is, and it's like over. And I know it will not be for some people. They're like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But that's just the part that I was gonna remember. We'll look her up and let her go. So
if it's Saved by the Bell, it's got to be Tiffany Amber.
It
Amber
is.
Thiessen. It is her.
Yep, it is her.
Okay.
That is who it is.
And I was gonna say if it was 90210, I don't know who it would be because I think
I don't know why I
Doherty
was thinking 90210.
Shannon Doherty hasn't been anything for a while. The blonde, I haven't.
But
seen.
that's 100%. I just couldn't think of her real name, so because she's Elizabeth in the show, her name's Elle, but that's exactly who it is.
And Saved by the Bell, you still have Tiffany Amber Thiessen who's smoking hot.
Yeah.
You have Lisa Turtle.
Yeah.
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
And then you have the chick that did Showgirls, Elizabeth Banks. I
Yeah.
think her name is. She's all right. But Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
She looks good, man. She's older and she fucking plays it great. And there's time they bring her in too. She's a solid supporting cast. Like she'll like help run cons sometimes. She just happens to be in that place and it's fucking great.
Okay.
So
in 90210, like I don't know why, but I really not during the show, but after the show, Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
I thought she was like dirty hot, so I liked her. I like USA the TV channel. They have those quirky shows.
Yeah.
Like they had Monk, and then they have that white,
absolutely.
What's that one? Did you ever watch that one? The guy was like a ex-CIA guy or whatever.
Oh, I didn't. I heard it's good. Burn Notice.
Burn Notice.
Yeah, I've heard it's phenomenal. I've never
watch
watched it. I don't even think I've seen an episode, but shouts out
good,
Justin,
man.
Rest in peace. He loved that show. Somebody I used to work with at one of my old jobs. He loved Burn Notice. So I've heard it's good.
I watched a bunch of episodes just I think at work, like here and there. Like I never really started from the beginning. I would just catch episodes and it would have like a marathon on.
Yeah, and I love like just stupid shows like that. And there's time I tell like Spencer, like because we watch a lot of TV together and stuff, and I'll text him about it, and he sent me an ad from like he watched it's on Netflix, but Bones. It's like 12 seasons.
Okay.
And he watched it, and they have like the similar ads, and he sent me just a 30-second clip of it where it's the same backing up car one. And,
No shit.
Yeah, because we got to time about it, so he sent me that, and then I sent him the one from White Collar, and they were like, "Oh, what are you doing?" She's like, "Backing up," and Bones are like, "Does it help fight crime?" She's like, "Of course not." Like it's just like stupid shit like that.
Okay.
So if you got something bored and you want to watch it, just buzz through it. So it's fun.
And I'm sure USA has a bunch of other shows. Like Monk was good. I've only caught a couple episodes. I knew that was good, but they got some quirky shows on there.
Do you know one thing about Monk? It's funny because he's like a really OCD guy or whatever, and they have a lot of seasons. And if you get the DVD collection, it's all Monk season one, and it's all up at the top of the DVD, except for the last season they put it down at the bottom. So when it's all one big set, it's just like all even than the ones at the bottom, and it's just like it's so funny because he's like an OCD guy.
What the fuck, man?
I don't watch the show, but I've seen that meme where somebody is like well played Monk or something like that. So we'll have to bring it up and show you. So get a great question. Of course, and we're gonna go off on these tangents. It is a normal podcast. That's why we didn't do it as its own tribute.
Right.
So I don't know why. Maybe we were thinking we were gonna go an hour because I think we were probably gonna want to try to get in another one today since I gotta leave. But I mean, this is gonna be a long podcast, and I'm glad. I like loving the flow
I love
of it.
where it's going. We've got great questions. And we if we wanted to, we could answer questions and then just move right on. But no, it takes us a different
That's
direction.
not us. That's not us.
No.
So we're on our fifth hot sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the hot first week feast presented the Hot Ones hot sauce. Homeboys Fiery Chipotle. Another great sauce. You got the Scoville units on this one.
Another one.
Another one. And it's good. It comes in a small bottle, and I think it's relatively cheap if I remember right. I mean, everything's pretty well priced when it comes to these. I know these wings are going to be cold as fuck, but
the wings are cold. They're still crunchy. I like that we put the baking powder in there.
Yeah.
So the Hot One sauce is 15,600 Scoville units. So it's got it's probably twice as hot as the last hot sauces that we had, but I put a bunch on there because I remember how good this tastes.
God damn, that's good.
You taste the heat and you taste the pineapple.
Yeah.
And
I was
you
just,
taste the chipotle.
no joke. I was just telling JPEGs that the heat kicks in a little bit later. But so every morning I eat an egg sandwich. I was telling you this last night. And it's like I put mayo and then sriracha on it. Just get that little sting. I've been seriously throwing around the idea of buying this and just putting it on. I was gonna say maybe switch to it, but this maybe be a little heat in the morning, so maybe like once like celebrate Fridays or something like that. Or
Take it home.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
No, I never eat it.
Okay,
Take it home.
I'm gonna take it home, man. I appreciate that.
No, I never eat it. That's why it's still almost full.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, I'm gonna take that.
I don't eat eggs.
Do that.
I yeah, take it.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it.
I'd rather you use it than it just sit.
We can next time we do it, we'll just buy another bottle, give them more business. So
real quick, that sauce is it's definitely hotter than the last one. It's 15,000 Scoville units. It's got heat. You taste the chipotle, and then it's like a sweet, like a pineapple flavor in there. But that's really I had more on my plate.
Yeah,
but I ran out of meat, so I just used like a little piece to soak it all up. Is it me or you?
I think it's me, isn't it, or no?
Shit, I don't know. I've been hitting that vodka orange juice hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
one I've been drinking hard for an hour. So.
Yeah, so I'll go. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Do it.
This is from Karen, and it says, "What is your spirit animal?" It's a good question. Are we doing like? How do you want to do this? You want to do like an actual animal, or you're just like? You know, people be like, "Oh, that person's my spirit animal."
Oh, you do whatever you want.
You know,
I feel like the way you interpret the question is the way you answer it.
Okay, I think because most people say that like ironically, so I would just think if you want to go like all serious, your spirit animal. I don't know, like I always just want to revert back to like my favorite animals, like a deer comes to mind. Maybe because I just told that big hunting story last week. So. You know, you say that, or, you know, if you want to go, like, funny, I mean, just somebody who eats a lot of snacks. You know, just lounge around, but that's what I do now. So, I mean, that's just kind of where my mind goes. Like, Jack Black, or, like, maybe Burt Kreischer, I would say. I feel like, you know, is loud, likes to party, you know. I'm not definitely half as loud as, like, what he is, but over personality, over abundance. So, yeah, I would say either a deer or Burt Kreischer.
Okay. Yeah, Karen, that's a good question. I would almost say, like for me, I like to have fun, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do. No matter what I'm doing, I try to crack jokes. I try to have fun. I make the best out of the situations we're in. I don't know what animals are like that. I think dogs like to. They just want to play all the time. They want to have fun. They want to play. They want to exercise. They want to do stuff. They want to sleep too. So I would, and yeah, people I think say, "Oh, I'm like an eagle," or "I'm like a tiger," or whatever. Like, no, I don't know what those animals even act like. Yeah. So I'm gonna say a dog, because a dog, they wag their tail, they
lick their butts.
They lick their butts. I like that. I like to sleep. I like to just play and have fun. Yeah. Like no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to have fun.
Hi, I'm Spicy Brown. I eat ass.
Ass eating season, motherfucker. We were watching. I got two ass eating stories.
Oh, hell yeah!
And this has nothing to do, Karen. This has nothing to do with it. So, what I'm not gonna tell.
Was it from last night?
No. Shit, where was I going with this? Okay, so at the ass eating season. Yeah. So the one story is kind of funny. Like ass eating. If you're not on social media heavy, you won't know this, but everybody's talking about eating ass. Right. It's ass eating season.
Yeah, that's the hints why I said what I said.
Everybody's talking about eating ass. We were watching the movie Chips at work.
The new one?
The new one. Underrated movie. I thought it was fantastic. Have you not seen it?
I've been telling you, I don't watch a lot of movies anymore, man. So anything new, I haven't even seen Justice League yet. Yeah. So
Chips it's one of those where you look at the ratings and it's like, this movie looks like it sucks dick. It's good. Same thing with Dirty Grandpa. Have you seen Dirty Grandpa?
No, I know of it, but with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
I've heard. I haven't heard a bad thing about it.
That one, that one kind of made me lose faith in critics, because that one, it said, I go to Rotten Tomatoes, and then I like when you go to Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, that's probably why, because it's Rotten Tomatoes.
But it'll tell you the critics thing. Yeah. You click on that, and then it shows you the audience thing. I ignore the critics every time, and I look at the audience score. That's way more accurate. Both scores on that were bad. I want to say it was like 13%. It might have changed. And I remember because my buddy brought it in on like the red box.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's watch this tonight if we get time. And I'm like, that movie looks like dog shit. I remember seeing the trailer. It looks like dog shit. I looked at the trailer, or I looked at the reviews, and people are like, this is honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Like, horrible reviews.
Jesus.
I watched it. A bunch of us watched it, and I laughed my fucking ass off. It was so good. It was so good. I watched it 2 or 3 times since then. Dirty Grandpa, Zac Efron, Robert De Niro was so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of the funnier movies. Same thing with, I told you, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Yeah.
Shit reviews. It was so fucking good. So which brings
Shouts
you
out
back.
Anna Kendrick.
Shouts out, yeah, Anna Kendrick.
Again, another movie I haven't seen.
Yeah. So there's movies. So what movie did I start off and I went off on the tangent?
The fucking... God damn it. Not the Zac Efron movie. It was, Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God. You're not even drinking, you son of a bitch.
I know, but, I went hard in the paint before we started with other stuff.
Help me. Help me.
People are screaming in their fucking cars right now. Like, it was...
Fucks.
This is what Nasty and Friends do, though. This is what we do every podcast. It wasn't that movie. What was
anyway,
it?
It was, no, it was... it wasn't Zac Efron. It was Chips.
Chips, yeah, Chips.
So in the scene, Chips, I don't want to ruin too much. They talk about ass eating in it, and they're like,
right.
And I don't want to give too much, but one of the characters in there is a sex addict, and he loves to have sex, and he's always in the bathroom, and they're like, what do you got going on? You got abdominal problems, or you got a poop line? He's a sex addict. He has sex with anything he can, and he talks about eating ass, and he's like, well, I hate her ass, Like, he's like, if you see wet wipes, that means go. That's a green light. He's like, what if you don't see wet wipes? He's like, well, I still do it anyway. I love to eat ass. So then he's like, people are doing that. He's like, oh, that's standard now. Everybody's eating ass.
Yeah.
And there's a couple scenes like later on, the other guy's
Right.
like talking to like the staff at the ER, and they're like, and he's like, oh yeah, that's standard. Everybody eats ass. That day, I was at work watching it, and Camus was out with some friends from out of town. And she left her phone at the table.
Oh my God.
And she went to the bathroom, and I texted her, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just so you know, like, I'm straight up eating ass in the morning, or something along those lines."
Yeah, something ridiculous.
I'm eating that ass, and then somebody, I thought it was her, replied back like, "Oh, good, I can't wait."
Oh shit! So now you're getting like half boned up thinking about it. Like, I go in.
So then I replied something back, and this is probably a year ago.
Yeah.
And then later on, she's like, we're just texting because she's still at the bar. I'm at the firehouse in the room with the guys watching TV, so she doesn't call, but she's like, hey, just so you know, that was my friend who responded to that.
Oh,
and I was like, that's great.
Dude, that's fucking fantastic.
Because she's like, Jesus. She's going to come home from work and eat her ass.
Yeah, what if you just like one of your guys' thing is just like, so this is just me like imagining how the rest of that night goes. So say personally, and I don't know if you guys are this way, but like in part of like your sex life, like you guys have this thing where one comes home and just like takes charge. You don't ever talk. You just like bedroom now. You just go right into it. What if like that's how you live your life? So then she comes home thinking this is gonna happen. She just like comes like you like in the morning you get home. She just grabs you. You just like you're eating this ass. You're like like what?
Yeah.
Or like are you thinking she's gonna do that? But it was like really her friend who replied. You're like whoa, this like escalated quickly. I mean it's a win-win. You're not wrong. So it's a win-win for both of you. I think. So.
Yeah, it is. And I don't ever talk shit via text message or on the phone. Just because I never know how I'm gonna feel,
right?
You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be like, "Hey, listen, just so you know, in the morning I'm gonna come home and I'm eating ass,
yeah,
and I'm smashing, and then in real life I get 1 hour of sleep and I come home and I got a shit like 2 times,
right?
And then she's just like, "What happened?" I'm like, I met another day.
Right.
So I never talk
smart.
shit. I never ever talk because I don't know how I'm gonna feel in the morning.
Right. That's good.
So yeah, it's more of the surprise. Like, hey, guess what? It's ass eating time.
That's great.
So yeah, I don't ever talk shit ever. But no, the other story is we were watching Zach and Miri make a porno the other night just because Cody wasn't working on the Fire Stick, and it's a classic. Nobody had seen it in 10 years. And there's a scene when 2 of the characters are fucking banging on. It was Katie Morgan, who's the real ex-porn star, and before the scene, she's like, "Oh, I can't wait to do my anal scene. I've been constipated for a few days," and they're like, "Oh, does that help?" Like, "Oh yeah, anal helps being constipated all the time."
Yep.
So they're doing the scene, and he's smashing it doggy style in the rectum, and in the beehole.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen this.
The cameraman is spoiler alert for sure. The cameraman is underneath, and he's like, "Oh man, these are great." She's laying on his back, looking straight up with the camera into the D going into the A.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, just watch on the pullout. Don't forget I'm down here." And then something happens in the scene where I think Seth Rogen's character storms off or whatever, and I don't know if I can't remember if he slammed something, but the dude pulls out quickly and then just shit, like diarrhea falls.
It's so I remember the first time I ever saw that, I almost pissed myself from laughing.
He
so
pulls
hard.
out and then it's just splash, and they cut down to the cameraman, the dude from Clerks, and he's covered in like brown gravy with stuff in it.
It's disgusting.
And then they chase him outside, and him and I think it's Craig Robinson, the black dude from The Office, with the perfect fro. He's like, "Man, that was some good shooting." And he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? She frosted me like a fucking cake," and he still has doo-doo on his face, but he like wiped it off and there's still streaks, and then his shirt still has doo-doo on it. "She frosted me like a fucking cake."
Oh my god, that's such a great saying.
But yeah, so anyway. And
you should just tweet just that line.
"Oh, she frosted me like a fucking cake."
Yeah.
Anyway, we went way off topic. You bring up ass eating. Oh, okay, so anyway, also in that movie, this whole conversation came out of this. So we got Kevin, he's a young guy, he's a candidate at my firehouse, and so it's his first year on the job. He's being judged, and he's got to clean, and he's got to earn his due. Being a candidate, I talked about that before. I'm not going to get too deep into that. So he's out mopping like the hallway or something, and we're watching Zach and Mira make a porno. And at the beginning, they're at the high school reunion, the 10-year high school reunion, and the chick's like, "I can't believe my husband's over there," she's talking to Seth Rogen's character. He's over there flirting with that fucking ex-cheerleader. And he's like, "Well, fuck, you can get back to him, or you can get back to him, and you can flirt with me." And she's like, "I'm not going to do the same thing he does. I'm going to one-up him." And he's like, "Well, you could give me a hand job in the women's locker room." So she ends up jacking him off in the... So Kevin's right at the door to the TV room, and I'm like, "Kevin." And he's like, "What's up, man?" And I said, "Hey, man, are girls still giving hand jobs?" And he's like, "Oh, no." He's like, "Hand jobs is the things like, you older, that used to happen when it's like everybody's eating ass now."
Hell yeah.
I was like, "All right, man, good to know."
That's good. Because you got to like live through them now, We're getting on the older side of
he's
things.
About 10 years, he's probably 10 years younger
we're
than
married
me.
or, live-in girlfriend. You're not in the single game, so you got to know what's going on.
And according to Kevin, shouts out.
Just eating ass.
Eating ass.
I love it. So that spirit animal, was that what sent us down that? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what it... We went way off track. Karen, so mine is going to be like I'll say a dog, because I love dogs. I know exactly what they act like.
Right.
They like to sleep, they like to have sex, and they like to have fun. And that's me.
Absolutely. So the next hot sauce, we're on to our sixth wing.
Yeah, this is our sixth sauce.
Yeah.
This one is Blair's original death sauce with chipotle. This one...
Another good tasting one.
It's a good tasting one. It looks scary because it looks almost the same, just not as violent as the mega death sauce.
Right.
Blair's death sauce is 30,000 Scoville units. So again, we're doubling the Scoville units from the last one. The last one, the hot ones, was 15. This one's 30,000. It's got, if I remember right, it's got the chipotle flavor on there, and it's got some heat to it. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, my mouth's still a little fiery. It's not hot. It's just a little tingle. Like I knew I ate something, but I don't know what.
I feel it too.
You know what I mean? Like when I sometimes when I eat a Philly, and I have them add the jalapenos on there.
Oh,
so
yay.
But
all right, so real quick, I gotta use the restroom real quick. So I don't know what the best way to do this. If I should not eat the wing yet or eat. How about I eat it? I'll let you read the question, answer. I'll go to the bathroom, maybe freshen up my drink.
Okay, so I'll just do 2 questions in a row.
No. Just one question.
No, because I answered the one from Karen.
Oh shit.
That's all right. No, we can do it that way if you gotta pee. So we'll go. So here, good tasting chipotle. Yeah, a little bit kind of like the enchilada, a little bit on the side. You get a little hint of that.
Almost like the Dave's Hurt Habanero. It almost tastes like that. Chipotle makes it taste like a Mexican.
Yeah. So not much heat, but yep. So you'll hit the head, and then this is from Ben. It says, "What's the best way to start the day?" So I'll tell you how I start my day every day, and I think it's pretty good. I mean, yeah, obviously you could say like wake up and do a line, or wake up just jump into some V, right away, get your day started off good. But I'll tell you how I start my day, and I love it. And this is a cooking show, so I'm in charge of, I take my son to daycare, so I wake up before he wakes up, and I make an egg sandwich. And I'll tell you how I make my egg sandwich. Depending on the size of the eggs, it's either a 3 or 4 egg sandwich. And sometimes if we have biscuits, we'll do that. We rarely have those, but like an English muffin is good. And usually if I do that, I'll toast the English muffin. If not, then I just do it on wheat bread, and I don't do anything with the bread. It's just not toasted or anything like that. But the contents are the same, whether it's on the English muffin or it's on the just straight bread. But it's just mayonnaise, mayo, not Miracle Whip, just because we just only get mayo. It could be Miracle Whip, but I'm one of those guys that doesn't make a difference for me. Put that on. And then it's sriracha sauce. Now, like I said, maybe on the weekends or something, since Spicy gave me the fiery Chipotle HotOnes sauce, maybe I'll do that. But, yep, it's sriracha. And then you cook the eggs hard. I don't like it runny, at least for an egg sandwich. It's great if you're going to do over easy eggs, with a piece of toast or something like that. I'll do that once in a while. But, like I said, hard eggs. And then the cheese, and it could be any type of cheese. Could be sharp, like cheddar, mix. It doesn't make a difference. So, but smell some cheese on there, throw that on, and I just eat that with a fork. And it just gets me in the right mood. And I sit down and I watch SportsCenter. Only get 5 or 10 minutes. Sit down and eat before I have to wake up my son and get him going. But that's how I start my day every day. It's egg sandwich is my favorite sandwich. We've said that before. So. Yeah, and it's just perfect. Even it's even better if I'm at home and I get to sleep in and wake up at 9 or something. If my son sleeps in, and then we can just make that. But I probably eat it 6-7 days a week for sure. And my mother-in-law gets us the fresh farm eggs from my hometown, that are there. So the eggs are the dark yolk and stuff, and it just fucking gets me pumped up, man. I can eat that, and it's fucking ready to go. Huh. So sometimes I'll eat one there, and then if we don't know what we're doing for supper, I'll eat one for supper. So it's that's how I start my day, and I think it's for me, that's the best way to start it, man. It just gets me going, gets me in the right mindset. So
I knew you were gonna talk about eating food. I'm just kidding, dude. No, that's a good answer, man. And it sounds like you got your routine down. You're good. Mm-hmm. So I had to go to the restroom, and I had to fix up a drink. I got to be real honest with you. I'm a little phased already. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's probably because we've only eaten 6.
Yeah, we've only eaten 6 wings. I've been chugging vodka because I'm excited. We're doing the fucking HotOnes tribute. It's episode 41. I'm here with you. Yeah. I know you got to go back home soon. So I've been hitting this fucking Tito's vodka fuck, it's the last day. I feel good. So real quick, I want to give a shout out to Blair's Original Death Sauce. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's good.
It's got a little bit of a kick, but it's got good flavor. It's good.
I mean, the sting's still there, but it's not interrupting speech or anything, and like that. So
we're about to start getting into deep water.
I was just saying, how do you start your day? Because you got to answer. Or what's a good way to start? Regardless.
Right, so I'll take it back to a few years ago when I had a few roommates living with us. And I did wake up one time. Yeah. And I remember I went into my kitchen, and there was a hat just sitting on the bar on the kitchen table. Like, what the fuck's this hat doing? I lifted it up, and there's 2 fat rails. Yeah. Of alleged rails of the
Devil's dandruff.
Diablo Blanco, whatever you want to call it. The Devil's dandruff. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So this is how we're doing this. So just. Both nostrils, allegedly. And then it's just I think after that, the only thing appropriate to do is you do that Ric Flair, and then you start your day like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that was a first for me, and I thought that was a cool way to start your day. I would definitely not recommend doing that all the time. Right. I think if you haven't done that, you do that. That's not going to hurt you. Kids, one or 2 rails of fucking good Colombian cocaine is not going to hurt you. If you do it all the time, it'll fuck you up. If you do too much, it'll fuck you up. But do it. You only live one time. You know what I mean? You're not going to have cool stories to tell on podcasts if you turn that down. So just do it. Do cocaine. Nobody's doing it anymore, and it's so fun. Yeah.
Get your hands on some of that stuff from the '80s, from Pablo.
Coke is cheap right now. Nobody's doing it. Do it. Serious. It's fun. It's so much fun. Like so anyway, but I'd like that was a fun day, and I was like, man, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like that was a good way to wake up. Like fuck coffee. But no, I wouldn't recommend that every day. The way I like to wake up, me and Camus are both busy.
Yeah.
Like we have opposite schedules, so a lot of times on my days off, she's waking up early to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Other days I'm coming home. You know, whatever. My favorite days are when it's the weekend, and we both are sleeping in together.
Right.
Which only fucking maybe happens once a week. So we
Right.
sleep in together, wake up when we want. We're not married, so of course we're not having sexual intercourse.
Of course not.
But once we are married, we will be married. We will have sexual intercourse, and that would be a really good way to wake up. And then after that, we would cook breakfast and hang out with the boys, with the fam, and
if you're cooking that weekend, maybe start prepping that shortly
Yeah.
after, depending on how far you sleep in. Yeah, I get that.
But that's what I love. Just staying in bed, sleeping in, and waking up together, and that's the way to wake up.
I've been in that moment with you guys a couple times, and it's nice.
Yeah, then I wake up, and we start cooking bacon, hash browns, and eggs.
Yeah.
And, and then we eat, hang out, and then whatever we have planned for the day, we do that.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's great. It's great. We'll let you do this, and then
Okay.
you can read the question since I did 2 in a row.
And
On to
you're doing
our
it.
next one. What is this? Our 7th one?
This is 7, and this one is now we're starting to get into deep waters a little bit. So this is another one from Volcanic Peppers,
Yep.
the local place. Shouts out. This is the one I told you. That I told the podcast is one of my favorites because it's on a scale where it is hot, but it has really good flavor. It's called Lava Chocolate Lightning, and it's got lava and lightning on the bottle. It's got the Volcanic Peppers logo that has an atomic bomb coming out of the V, and it's got a pepper for the P. It's hot. It's got good flavor. This is. And real quick, let me look up I'll tell you the approximate Scoville units from the owner of Volcanic Peppers, and he has it at 175,000 Scoville units.
Holy shit, that's
for
good.
the lava
that's-
chocolate lightning. It has ghost pepper in it. It has a
and
couple
the
different
last
peppers.
one was what?
The
9?
last one was the Blair's was 30.
30. So that's just.
So
I just like to go back and tell so people know how far we're
So
jumping.
we're going from 30 to 175,000 Scoville units. Was just no walk in the park. So it's a different level. We're starting to get into deep waters here.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I like to look at the bottle. I like
And
to
you
shake
can tell it is because doesn't it have
the color of it. It looks murky.
Oh yeah, and then the reduction on the top though.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
it has a reducer.
Yeah,
Not the
reducer.
white
That's what
amount.
it was.
So I'll still
Yeah.
put a good amount on there. I like
Yeah.
to smell it, put it on there. You can smell it and tell. Like,
Oh
this
yeah,
ain't
yeah. You
no
can tell
fucking
you're
bitch.
not messing around. So,
I'll take a bite and then I'll read the question.
yeah, it's gonna sting, man, for sure. Fucking pumped. You get into it, then I think maybe starting with this next one, then we can cheers since we're in the final stretch. So yeah. So what's the question? Wings are still good, even though they're cold, man. They're
cold,
They
but-
still got a crisp. I'm sure you guys could probably hear it. But yeah, man, it's good. Oh man, they're good. Good.
All right. So this one is from Stephanie.
Okay.
The question is, what do you wish you were better at or knew more about? What do you wish you were better at or knew more about?
It was kind of like the skill
We
thing.
kind of covered it. Yeah. That's okay. It was a great question, Stephanie.
Yeah.
For me, I'll go ahead and answer because I know you read the last few questions and answered first. I'll go back. Man, that was good. I want more. I should have put more on there.
Yeah. It's got a nice sting to it. Like my lips are burning. It's not burning, but I can tell I had something hot.
It's definitely a lot different than the last few sauces.
Yeah, like I said, it's stinging and burning a little bit of back of the throat, but it's a good burn, not like it's
Right.
intensifying a little bit for me. So
And I think it's great flavor.
yeah. So that's where I'm at.
So for me, I would want to be more handy at being able to fix my own stuff, whether it's the vehicle or stuff around the house. And
Yeah.
I do what I can. If there's a problem with the toilet, I'll fix the toilet. I'll fix the washing machine was busted. I'll fix your washing machine. I'll do stuff. A lot of that is a big shout out to YouTube, because if there's a problem with anything, that's my first go-to is Google, whether it's medical or stuff I need to fix around the house. It's Google, and then it's YouTube. There's videos on everything. You want to change your brakes, you want to do this, you want to do anything you want, it's on YouTube. So I'll look at YouTube, find out the whatever the problem is. Like let's say it's the toilet. It's fucked up. You Google it, watch a video, and then you might have to order a part or order whatever, and then you try to do it yourself. If not, then you got to call Service One. If it's something with like a garage door with those springs on it, or something with the furnace, or something with, like gas or something that you might have to get service one involved. But I try to fix things. But I wish I was handier at fixing things, especially mechanically. Like, I don't fuck around with mechanics. I take my shit to the auto shop and I let them do that. And then other than that, I would say I would go back to my old answer where I would like to learn a second language. I would like to learn, maybe play an instrument or something like that.
Yeah. What was the specific wording of it? Because it's a little bit different than like a skill. So
what do you wish you were better at?
Better at. Okay. Yeah. So I would say. You got it there again.
Yep. What do you wish you were better at or knew more about?
Okay. So I just like maybe just be in. Man, my lips are still stinging here.
Yeah,
it's good.
At first, it's like hotter than it was at first.
Yeah, but just like okay, so example, like I love Batman, but like I can't like some people who are like over the top, like the Degenerate. He's a huge Batman fan, and he like read all the comics. He could be like, oh yeah, this. Like I don't know that. Like I read the comics, but not enough to like remember. Like the way I know I'm saying like a lot because my mouth is pretty on fire right now.
Mine still is.
But I would say I know a little about a lot of things,
okay.
But I don't know a lot about like one specific thing. But it's like obscure stuff like YouTube. I can kind of give you like a history on YouTube and like all the main channels that were back then and stuff because like I grew up, doing that. But I couldn't go like super in depth like a lot of people. So I feel like I know a little about a lot of things. So maybe just one thing that I knew. Like, hey, oh yeah, Batman started this day, this year by this person who was wearing a blue like how do you know? Like, you ever like hear somebody talk about something like, how do you learn all that stuff? There's not one thing like that I have. So maybe just something like that. And like, oh no, call Pags. He knows everything there is to know about like blueprints. Like what? I mean, just something weird.
Yeah, like a subject matter expert, SME.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be just kind of cool. Like, he's just like, I don't know why or how he knows, but he just knows, and it's all proper information, shit like that. So
they'd be like, look, man, you want to know about butt stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, call Pags. He's the subject matter expert. He knows everything about butts. Everything about
I heard he eats ass.
Dude eats ass.
To give you proper techniques and everything like that.
Real quick, you made me laugh pretty hard twice earlier before we were recording. One was when we were watching HotOnes. We were watching the one with
Action Bronson?
No. The Henson. What's her name?
Oh, from the new from season 5. I don't know her name.
I want to say it's like Taraja P. Henson.
Yeah, so she plays in Empire. She plays in
Empire. She plays in Hustle and Flow.
She has a new movie coming out called something Mary.
Proud Mary, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
She's great.
Bad Mary or something?
I want to say Proud Mary. I don't think it's a horror movie, you son of a bitch.
Oh, whoops.
No, I don't know. You might be right. But anyway, in it, she doesn't do well. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's pretty weak. And at one point, you were like, fuck, man. Like, at that level, it was like 82,000 Scoville units. Something way less than the last one. Like, half of what we just ate.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can't, like, she's struggling with it. And you're like, well, shit. Sean Evans could probably just put the drum right in his asshole.
Yeah, I said that's right. I forgot I said that. Yeah, I said he could probably just put it on his asshole because he does it like every week. So he has like a calcified asshole.
Yeah.
Like guys like construction workers who work with their hands. Yeah. They can like slam a hammer down for like 8 straight days and it's all calcified. It's probably how his butthole is. Yeah. So he could just literally take it, just eat it with his ass. Yeah. Like that's it. Yeah, and I just find that stuff. Callous. Yeah. I just find that weird. Like people's taste buds. Like Ashley, she's been on this podcast before. Yeah. She definitely wouldn't have made it to the Fire Chipotle. It'd probably be too hot for her. Now I know her taste buds have changed the older she's got. Yeah. And she's a little bit better with spicy stuff, but I knew at one time pepperonis were too spicy for her. Sure.
Shouts out Ashley.
Yeah. So just stuff like that. It's just weird where we're fucking running the gamut. Like we're gonna be hurting and we're gonna do it and we look forward to it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just love that stuff. But yeah, who does it every week? Yeah. And that's another reason why I love him so much because he eats the wings along with them.
I don't like what we ate. I'm looking forward to hotter. So for somebody else to be on that same scale and be like, oh, that hurt. That makes me uncomfortable. Like, suck it up. You're gonna be fucking okay. The other thing that you made me laugh, and I just wanted to say it because we're doing a podcast and it made me laugh and it made me like I gotta bring this. We're marinating the chicken. and we're slopping it around in the dredge and whatever. You're like,
yeah.
You're like, oh man, that sounds like sex.
It did. You did. I was like, oh, that sounds like sex. And you're like, oh yeah, fuck it, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was just a throwaway line. I was just like, this is what runs through my mind. It's weird.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. They're like, all right, first off, you motherfuckers are fucking chomping into the mic. That's not cool. And all you've been talking about so far is eating butts and ass stuff. You guys suck.
Well, this is a sex show. This is a food show, so you might as well combine it every once in a while.
Just bear with us. It's gonna get better.
Yeah, and we are. I said when this goes live, we're gonna tweet it at Sean Evans. So if he's listening, what's up, man? Thanks for listening. Yeah, you John. May. I mean, we're 90 minutes, an hour and a half in. Yeah. He may not be listening. He's like, these guys are just a bunch of like drunks, a bunch of like drug users. Like, doesn't make sense.
About cocaine. What is this? 1989.
Right. So if he's listening, that's awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in. You want to move on?
Let's do it, man.
We'll do this one first. I'm ready. Okay, so this is the 7th sauce. Yep. What we'll do is we'll get the question, we'll read it, we'll put the sauces on, we'll read it.
It's the 8th sauce.
7th. What? Am I counting wrong?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, 8. Sorry.
Also, no big deal.
Yeah. It's been a thing all day. You wanted to bring 10 wings down this morning. Yeah. You're like, 10 wings. I was like, we each need 10.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's oh shit. So this is the 8th sauce, volcanic pepper.
Yep.
Another one, and it's called the Machine. And what's the Scoville units on this one?
The Scoville unit on the Machine is 225,000 Scoville units.
225,000. So
and, this one they made specially for the guy that they nicknamed the Machine. I don't know his real name, but he's a big time like judge of hot sauce. This hot sauce, I like it. Like
I can smell it.
Oh yeah, you can smell it. You can smell the pepper in there. It's hot. They made it directly from him. So he's got a video on YouTube of him trying the sauce they made for him. It's a picture of the actual guy. He's wearing devil horns and his head is on fire. One of the things I like about the sauce, it looks like your traditional buffalo sauce. It's got that orange, but then it's got the orange, but it's got the flakes in there, so you know it's got some heat to it. I probably put way too much on my wing, man.
I did. I can tell you this. This question, it's a perfect question for this. We're gonna be struggling, and this is gonna be a hard one to talk out.
This is gonna take us right into the suck. Like, look, you see how much?
Yeah, look how much I got.
Oh yeah.
We're fucked.
So I'll take a. We'll eat, and then, or you want?
I'm gonna read it because I'm gonna be struggling through it. So this is from Long.
Oh shit!
Would you rather lose your dick or your eyes?
That's a perfect question for the Machine.
Yeah, so cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Great taste right away.
Mm.
No heat. I know it's coming, but the taste is good.
Mm.
What do you taste?
I'm tasting just fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
I let it hit the back of my throat.
I can hear it in you already.
I cleared the wing.
Okay.
I feel that heat. It's not on my lips yet, but it's all the way in the back of my throat right now. Back of my mouth, back of my throat.
Sorry for speaking with a mouthful of food.
I know, me too.
Look, my whole mouth is on fire at this point. Breathing exercises.
I'm starting to breathe. Oh, it's starting to hurt.
That's tough.
It's starting to hurt.
We're in the suckville here. Yeah,
it's getting
we're
worse.
done.
It's kicking in. So
not done. We're arrived.
We're in the suck.
Yeah.
It's just. It hurts, and you know it's getting worse in the next minute or two.
Yeah.
Oh, it really sucks. I love the question. Losing your dick or your eyes?
Yeah.
Well, I know my answer.
Okay.
I got to figure out how to explain it, but I know exactly what I'm going.
Hitting the water. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's good though. It still tastes good though. That's what I like about it.
I love the flavor. Yeah. But yeah, it's
sinuses are clearing.
Yeah.
Definitely lightheaded from breathing already.
Oh, man.
So dick or your eyes.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I don't know, man, because the thing is, I got a good imagination. So if I lost my eyes, I could still imagine. Because say if it's right now as 31-year-old, I'm like, here's a little secret time. I'm like 15, 16 years into my sexual life here. Huh? So that's a lot of time I can imagine stuff. I've seen a lot of porn. So if you need to, I can always imagine that to pleasure yourself, and then obviously, if you're having sex and stuff, you can still perform there.
Yeah.
So I can still, see that in my head, and so I get that. So that's kind of what leads me towards there. But then you don't get to see any visual stuff. I don't get to see my son grow up. You know what I mean? I don't get to see like movies, awesome movies, and stuff like that, and just appreciate because we've talked about this before. And I know you're hurt, so I'm trying to just talk through and get you.
Take your time. Man.
Women are beautiful. I love seeing women. Especially I love seeing my wife with my kid. If you lose your eyes, you don't get to see those moments. Yeah. So to me, what are you giving up? Like be able to actually have sex with your own born dick. Mm-hmm. In return of not seeing that stuff to give you that, or are you giving up sex? Those moments where sex it's fun. It's a good thing, and you could do other stuff. You could still pleasure, your significant other or whatever you want to do. So that's fun, but you're not getting anything because I'm assuming you don't get like a replacement one or anything like that. I mean, if my dick goes away and replace it with your dick, hell yeah, that's an upgrade. Much bigger, I'm sure, slightly separate, different color. That'd be fun to explain at parties, but. So assuming you're not gonna have a dick, so then what? Do you try to make do you do transition and try to become a female? Because I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't feel like I'm a female. So how would you live that way? But I definitely on the backside of it. I feel right now for me. But it's probably because I'm talking so much and at an alarming rate that it.
Breathing,
yeah. So that could be it.
All right, so where are you at?
I think in the end, I have to get rid of my dick. And it maybe you asked me this in 20 years. Yeah. It probably still would be dick because I'm older, not using it as much. Or you asked me 21-year-old, I'd probably lose my sight for sure. But where am I at? I just don't think I can give up seeing my kids, seeing my wife, seeing my other family, and seeing movies and hearing movies. I feel. At this point in my life, I could not have. It's not like I'm having sex every day either. Right. I'm married with a child. So, yeah. But so I think that's if I had to choose, I think I lose my dick. That's probably. It's not a wrong answer, but I think it's a weird answer for sure. Yeah. I think that's in my state of mind with this, and I might change it. Might change my mind here in a little bit, but.
Dude,
where are you at?
Oh my god, I'm in the fucking suck so bad right now.
You are hurting bad. I'm good. God. I'm good right now. Maybe it is because, I had told you this, and I'll keep talking here just to help get you through it, if that's all right.
Yeah.
I told you yesterday, we had the team out and we went to this place, and I was looking through their menu, and they had what was called the APB burger. It's like it's a cop-based place. Bar, yeah, and so. And it was spicy, so it had a double patty burger that had jalapenos underneath pepper jack cheese, which is a great move to put. I've never had a place do that before. They don't slide off and stuff. Okay. So it holds them in place. And it had candied bacon on it, and then it had sriracha on it. So it was spicy. And I knew we were going to be doing this today. So I was just like, well, fuck, it's just like people stretch before they go running. People stretch before they work out. Right. So why not get some spicy stuff in, on this weekend? And then we had, we ate pizza last night, and you ordered the buffalo chicken pizza, and that was a little spicy. So, good, eating that for the past 2 days. So maybe that's just prep me a little bit more. I don't know. But that did not hit you well at all. You were hurt, and I can see it.
Yeah, dude. so I'm on the the backside now. Yeah. I feel good.
Good.
I love your answer. Mm-hmm. You gave a great answer. At first, you hear the question, and you're like, "Oh, easy.
I'm not living without eyesight." My dick. Yeah.
You think about it more, and then
I meant eyesight's going away. Yeah. Is what I meant. Yeah, that's instantly where my mind went to first.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so where my head is, dude, that hit me so fucking hard, man. It's weird because I know we're going. We've done this before,
right?
And it's still just took me off guard. I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
I'm like, oh, I know this is gonna suck. I put a shit ton of that on my wing, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna suck. And then the first 30 seconds, we're like, yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's got good flavor, but you can tell the heat's coming. Yeah. And then it fucking hit me hard. I was in pain, dude. Yeah. So I started sweating, just trying to breathe. I was hurt, man. I was hurting.
How are you right now? Because I'm good.
I feel good.
I feel like how I'm at the level to where when we had the De La Soul, it's still a little sting, but it's not. It's nothing. It tasted great all the way through. It was a good sauce. The machine was a great sauce all the way through. Yeah. I feel so.
No, I feel good now. I'm back to normal now. Yeah. I was almost panic button.
Yeah.
Hitting, you know, like I was deep in the suck, man. And you could tell, you could tell by my face. Like I was just.
I didn't mind carrying it. I didn't mind.
Yeah, you did great. It hurt, man. It still hurts a little bit, but it's getting better. I feel normal again. I had to take a couple notes because my head's in so many different places right now. Two things I want to bring up real quick. We brought up sriracha a couple times on the podcast, and I know it's going to be a minute before we move on to the next sauce.
Yeah.
So I threw a chew in.
Yeah. Just trying to
hurt.
counteract that.
I just wanted to chew. That might actually hurt me. But
Yeah.
we brought up sriracha a couple times. Never been a fan of sriracha.
Really?
I don't like the taste of it.
Really?
Maybe it probably has some heat, and I would like that, but just something about the taste of it, I don't like it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't fuck with
the
it.
The thing is like when I make that sandwich, when I was talking about it, it mixed in with the mayo and the bread, it has stuff in there it doesn't make it as hot as if I were to just put it, like, because sometimes I'll make an omelet and I'll just throw it on top of the omelet, and it's spicier just on the omelet, but again, it's not with mayo and it's not with bread. Okay. So that's why I'm real excited to try the HotOnes hot sauce on there when I get home, like tomorrow or maybe even tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how these last two sauces go if I want anything spicy. But so the big sriracha boom kind of went. And I never jumped on, but at that time I wasn't into hot sauce. Okay. I never was into hot sauce until we did the first tribute to HotOnes, on episode 30, and that's when I really got into it. And Mikey, he loves sriracha, and he puts that on a bunch of stuff. So I was like, well, I'll just start off with that. And I'm a creature of habit, and so I'm not gonna buy it and then not use it. I'm gonna use the whole bottle. Yeah. So by the time I get through the whole bottle, it's probably a month or two of just eating it on there. And so then I just got used to it, and I do like it. I think it tastes good. I like the heat on it, personally for me. So, but I definitely want to branch out and get some more. Yeah. And I said, just told JPEG, I do want to switch it up because I've been doing it for so long. Right. So,
and it's probably been a few years since I tried sriracha. I just, and it's got more popular, sriracha ranch or sriracha. We know it's in a bunch of stuff.
I mean, they put it in whiskey now. You could buy it.
No, sure.
You could buy a sriracha honey like Jack Daniel's, I believe. Or maybe there's no honey. Maybe there is a honey one specifically, but maybe it is just like a sriracha. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, I've never tried it, but I would try it for sure.
That's something I don't fucks with. I think whiskey should be
just straight
whiskey. Whiskey. Yeah, and I'll fucks with it. I'll fucks with your Apple Crown or Apple Beam. I've tried those. We went when we went shopping when we had RPM on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tanya, shouts out to Tanya. She works at Baker's. She works in the liquor store. Yeah. And occasionally she gives me sample shots as I'm shopping in the morning. Yeah. Shouts out to her. I'll try that stuff, but if I'm still firmly believing if we're doing shots, it's gonna be whiskey or tequila. So we just went out for a birthday party for a coworker, and I ended up taking 3 shots of tequila that night. That New Year's Day, we went to a dive bar for after the shit night we had. We had. Was that the poop deck? That was a poop deck. So we had a busy night. That was the day we had a house explosion with people trapped, and then we ended up making a bunch of calls after midnight. Next day, we met for New Year's Day drinks at a dive bar called the Poop Deck that opens up at 6 a.m. every day, even on New Year's Day, and had a couple shots, and some fuck ordered round of tequila shots. So anybody that takes shots of tequila at 8 o'clock in the morning, respect, I guess. But that's fucked up. But if I do shots, I don't fuck around with Fireball anymore, or Jaeger, or your slippery nipples, or any of that duck fart. The cake drinks. I'm all about man shots now because we went away from that, you know?
I get that. I'll do, if somebody buys me a shot or they're and it's free, I'll do Fireball because Fireball's still pretty popular. I like it. It made me enjoy it more even though as deep as we went with the rum shot and Fireball with Camus and Ashley on that, dude, it made me appreciate Fireball more. I don't, for myself, I won't go up and buy it, but if somebody buys it, I don't mind doing it. Or if there's a bottle, I'll take it. But I also do like it. To me, it tastes exactly like the candies, and I grew up on those candies. So, but again, I don't do it just on my own. Okay. So, but I do agree with you. I've never been I'm more of a girly shot guy. I do like tequila. I will do tequila shots. Mm-hmm. I don't like to do a shit ton in a night. Yeah. But I don't like straight Jack or Beam. Like I'll do I like the flavored ones more because I'm not a man when it comes to whiskey. I never have been, and shit like that. So that's where I stand, at least on that portion. All right.
Yeah, I just don't mind the shot of Jameson. Yeah. I don't like to take shots of shit, like not shit whiskey, definitely not shit whiskey, but like Beam and Jack, they're not shit whiskeys.
Right.
Those are probably your mid range.
Right.
I don't like that, but I would do that over like a fucking like if you're a chick. This is sexist as fuck. I've been sexist and racist on this so far. Like my Mexican friends.
Everybody knows how you are.
Mexicans, they love Tapatio. No, but like the chicks, yeah, if you're chicks and a group of chicks that go up to a bar and be like, yeah, I want some Fireball, or we'll get a
excuse me,
Rumple Mints or whatever you do. But if you're a group,
that's the one shot I can never do. I will never do Rumple Mints again. I've told that story, but
or a duck fart or whatever. But if you're a group of men, you should not be taking shots of Fireball at the bar. I think that's. We can't get away from that. You know what I mean?
I get it.
We're men.
Yeah.
Like, you take a shot at fucking Jameson like a normal person would, or if you want to go high grade, you could go high grade whiskey, but take a shot of that. But don't go to the bar and order fucking a buttery nipple for 8 dudes.
Right.
Like, that's not what we're about.
No, I understand that.
You know what I mean?
I
we're hunter gatherers. We're even if your spirit animal is a dog or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you still you're still a man.
All right.
Take a shot. Take a real shot.
I like that.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Back to the question. First off, right off the bat, I'm like, you know what? I can't live without my dick. I'm losing my eyes. And then after thinking about it, I'm like, that's fucking stupid. I'll figure out how to gain pleasure from my butthole.
Right.
I'll get pleasure from my mouth.
Yeah, maybe you'll discover that you like your armpit massaged or something. Like, ooh, girl, rub in between those toes.
Yeah.
You'll find something. It won't be as good as
nipples,
the
my balls.
Yeah, it won't
whatever.
be as good as the dong. But
Right.
yeah, and that's another thing. Are they just cutting off the shaft, or are you still going to keep the balls?
Yeah.
If it's just the shaft, at least leave the balls there.
The question was dick. Like,
Yeah.
you could still, and I don't like anything with my balls. Like my balls are there. I don't.
You imagine just standing there looking in the mirror at yourself naked
Just
with no
balls.
shaft, just balls and taint. That'd be weird as shit.
And I do feel like I'm a giver. Like as long as I can still provide pleasure, or
Right.
whatever. But yeah, I'll figure out how to
Give her
get
the
off.
old spicy brown.
But I know I'm keeping my eyes. I wanna keep that. There's too much out there. At 100%.
Yeah, because
No
then
question.
the thing is, you get to thinking like you have a daughter. Then if and or when she ever gets married, you
Yeah.
can't see that.
She's gonna have kids, and I want to see
yeah,
the kids. Or whatever.
exactly.
Like,
so
if I, I'm 100%. I'm gonna lose my dick.
yeah, but then that's the thing is you got to talk through it because you got to talk yourself into like you have to be okay with losing it.
Yeah.
But I think once you get there, and again, depending on when you're at in life, like definitely a 16, 17, 18-year-old would be like, no, take my eyes.
Right.
Like I just started using this thing.
And then on top of that, like you're like for you, your wife JPEG's for me, my girlfriend Camus.
Yeah.
What is she? I want to know what she wants.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
doesn't want to lose this dick.
I can tell you right now, JPEG's be like, take that shit now. I'm okay with never doing that again.
Like, all right, I got good news and bad news, honey. So
Yeah.
I lost my dick. The good news is I can still see you, and then we can get into pegging.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
So I don't know how she's gonna react to that. I'm definitely gonna ask her and see what.
Yeah, too bad she wasn't here. We just ask her now.
She's
See what she said.
such a good person. Like she
Right.
Always supports me no matter what. She would be happy and she would support me no matter what. I say that, but that never.
But we
came
haven't
up.
talked about taking your manhood
Taking
away.
away my dick.
So
I'm anxious to hear that. That's a great question, Long. But as soon as you were like, this question's so long, I'm like, I know it's going to be fucked up.
that's why I led with it. That's why I led with it.
Okay.
For sure. Well, I'm back 100% at baseline.
Yeah, me too.
So we got 2 wings left apiece.
Yay,
Needs
yay.
2 sauces. We'll get the question.
All right.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. This cough, man. I know it sucks. Hopefully, it's not blowing
now-
out your eardrums.
So at this point, we're in deep waters now.
Oh.
We're doing this. We're getting to the end. We got 2 more sauces. Sauce number 9 is Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. It's got the warning label is just it has a label that says warning, and then it has Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. It says Feel Alive at the bottom. It has a skull. It has a lot of fire on it. And then on the side, it says this product contains the hottest known ingredients on the planet Earth. Please use with extreme caution. And the sauce just looks angry. It's a bright red, like a dark red. There's flakes in it. It looks aggressive as fuck. It says suggested uses. Be warned, this sauce contains ingredients 500 times hotter than a jalapeno chili. Use sparingly. Not recommended for use without dilution. So we're not even supposed to be eating it straight out, but you know what? Like, we're fucking G. So
Yeah, and this used to be the hottest sauce on Hot Ones up until this last couple seasons.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
People would struggle through it. I can't remember the taste. I know it
tastes like shit.
Yeah, because when we did it, we just did it on a cracker because we finally we finally got it. So after we did the challenge, so we didn't get a build up to it. I'm excited. It's gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, 575,000 on the Scoville unit?
I think so. I'm Googling it right now just so we can get 100% accurate what the laboratory says.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's right around there. Okay, so hold up real quick. 550,000.
550. So I was off. But yeah, so 550.
Blair is out of Jersey. 550,000 Scoville units. We're gonna be right back in the suck. Now, like, I'm game. Like, I can't wait to fucking
and it's gonna
go
be
right back through it.
You're gonna get like a paragraph sentence, or a paragraph question. So
and you can smell the heat. I remember like this one, and then the Mad Dog is like as soon as it touches your mouth, you know you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you you made a mistake. I don't know how much I want to put on here. I know one thing that like my personality is I would much rather put too much on,
right,
and face the suck than not put enough on and be a little bitch.
Right.
Like some of the people on Hot Ones, they just take a nibble.
And I get it. I mean, they still get it. You know, they get it. And they're the wing's not coated, so
right.
Whatever you think, man. I'm going where you're going.
And it sucks because like if it was coated to be a thin layer around here, like you have a big glob of it.
Yeah.
And then that's what touches your tongue, and then like right off the bat, you just get all sauce. It's thick as fuck. I gotta shake it. I gotta shake it up. Like it's coming out like syrup or molasses.
I'm getting my heart's racing. I can already feel it, man. Yeah, I think that's good, man. That's
good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's probably too much.
Covered one whole.
Fuck. That's probably too much. I'm excited, man. It's just gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're about to.
But you have to. I think some man. Oh, that's way too much, man. You psychopath. Put some of that back in the bottle. Or just use a napkin. Jesus. Medic. Paz just put the fucking half the bottle on his wing.
It's gonna be a fun car ride home.
I think. And I'll just say this now because once this gets in my system, I'm gonna lose track of thought.
I'm like just pouring it. I'm already lightheaded. Like my body is prepping me.
I think we've been here.
Yeah,
we've been down this road. I think there's something to be said for. And I'm comparing eating hot sauce to like real life problems, but it's just like a comparable. Like we're just having a conversation. There's something to be said for. Going through adversity, going through pain, going through the suck, anything like that makes normal things better again.
Yeah, I mean, just getting on, and that doesn't matter like what you do. If you do something difficult, like if you work out hard, if you not to get like emotional or like bring up old shit, but like, as most people know, like my dad had passed away, so like I've been to a handful of funerals now, and that's nothing. Like I'm obviously you're a different person when you lose somebody that close, whether it's a grandfather, brother, sister, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, whoever, somebody, even a best friend, that close to you. You get through that, and the rest of the life, it's just like I can do the rest of that stuff, and it may take a while. So the comparison is, I feel, is dead on. Once we've done this before, we know where the people are at on the show. We get through this. Once we hit stop on this, we're gonna fucking be like, holy shit, we fucking did. We're gonna be bouncing around the walls, and so to see hell. To see the fire and see beyond it into the valley where we're gonna be, I'm fucking pumped, man.
And that's what it is. I mean, like if our whole life was like if you look at like the
unicorn
monitor,
farts and rainbows.
Yeah, I always say like when I talk about the job or whatever.
Yeah,
I say it's not all cupcakes and blowjobs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's, but like you look
they
at
hiring.
You look at like a EKG monitor.
Yeah,
and it's like say your whole life was just that flat line. Which is death. That's a bad analogy, but let's say it's never ups, no downs. Yeah. That's boring as fuck. When you have the suck, and the suck can be eating shit that makes your body shut down, or it could be being in the Army and being in the woods for a month in the cold, being wet, not having a toilet, not having a bed, sleeping in the weeds, sleeping in a hole. Then when you do get to shit on a toilet in air conditioning or in heat, you're like, man, this is, and that's something that normal people are like, every time I shit in an air conditioning house on a toilet.
Yeah.
Some people have
the
never
worst
had to,
was shit in a porta potty at Woodstock in '69 or whatever it was.
But if you've ever had to sleep outside in the woods, in the heat with bugs, or if you've slept outside in the cold, and like whether you're homeless or whether you're in the military or whether, that's the suck. Like, man, I haven't showered in a week and I'm fucking covered in bugs.
Just baby
I'm sunburned,
wipes.
Baby wipes. Like, you're in the suck, and that makes when you're in your bed. And you're like, oh my God, I'm fucking here in the air conditioning, and I have privacy.
Yeah, that's why, because
I have, if it rains, I have cover and I have protection. Yeah. It makes those things better. It makes them sweeter.
And that's why you were saying, just get to sleep in when Camus doesn't have to go to work or you're not have to work because you get shitty sleep before. So you appreciate those moments more. Absolutely. I work from home from my house. And so, yes, I'm home all the time. But I love those same nights too. You get to wake up or, you don't have to get up and do something, insane. And so, you get to enjoy those moments. And so, but like I said, in this case where you could see it, where you're going.
And to me, it's exciting. Yeah. Like, when it's gonna suck, but it's a challenge now, and what, I like to face adversity.
People are like, you motherfuckers are stalling. Just fucking eat that goddamn wing.
No, but you want that adversity.
Yeah,
and sometimes
absolutely.
You have to in life. You have to learn to embrace the suck and to love the pain and to be like, you know what, fucking bring the pain. I'll fucking fight through it, and I'll be more excited knowing that I did it versus I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, and then considering like, well, fuck, maybe I should have did it. Right. You take chances, you take risks, you live one time, you eat ass. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So this is like, we're embracing the suck. Yeah. We're looking forward to it. We just came out of the suck after eating the machine, and now we're going into the. I love it. Yeah, it might seem like we're stalling, but I'm 100%.
I'm not. No.
Yeah, I'm being 100%
so.
true. Like, you embrace it, and then you test yourself, and you have to keep testing yourself. If so that's where I'm at.
All right, man. Well, no, read the question first so we know, so we can think about it why it's getting there. Then we'll cheers, and then it's
okay.
It's go time.
All right. This is a question. It's from Sarah. Shouts out. When you are taking a shower, which way do you face? Away from the shower head or facing the shower head? When you are taking a shower, which way do you face? Away from the shower head or facing the shower head?
All right, I got a good one. Fuck. Good luck, brother.
Good luck,
See
man.
you on the other
Cheers.
side.
The wing's still good.
Yep.
It tastes like hate.
Yep. I put too much.
I put too much too. It tastes like just hate. I gotta try to swallow it before I can't. My body won't let me swallow it.
That's what she said.
Hey-oh!
I'm gonna get it down. Lips are on fire. Mm-hmm. It doesn't taste good at all. No, it tastes like complete dog shit.
That's gross.
This is bad. The build up to it is just like, woof, woof. My whole upper lip. It's bad. So face it away or to it. Yeah, this is bad. It's real
awful.
bad.
It's awful. It's getting worse. Just kicking in. In a minute, 2 minutes from now, we're going to be deep in the suck.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to swallow it.
You got to get it down, man. Fuck! I tried to be a hero. It was bad. We're walking. We're pacing. Wow.
Can we take a lap?
I see why people spit.
Yeah.
I want that Andy's mint right now. Whew.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sweating.
I know it's a lot of silence, but sorry. So shower, the water helps because it's cold as fuck. I used to, when I was younger, stand facing the shower.
Yeah.
A lot more. About the only time that I do now, if I'm facing the shower, is if I'm sick or super hungover. And I just I would love to be facing the shower head right now. You know what I mean? Facing it, letting the water just run down my body, open up my mouth, let it shoot it right in my mouth. You're gurgling. You're gurgling your drink. But right now I face away because I just like, a lot of the times I just like to let the water run down, hit the back of my neck and just run down my body. Usually when I put soap, sometimes I'll just put my head straight back. And then other times I'll turn around and just let it wash all the way. But it's a combination of both. Just depends on how I'm feeling during the day. Taste is completely gone. It's just straight heat right now.
So much pain, yeah.
Talking does help.
Yeah.
It's burning. Hey, remember when you were making the stuff I said that sounds like sex? Yeah. We're just moaning and groaning right now. It's probably what it sounds like to people.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
Why did we do this?
I don't know.
It's good though. You just fight through the hate, man. Fight through the suck.
I think it's a good question. I think I always face
walking around helps me too.
Yeah, I always face the shower. I don't know why. For me, like, and I got short hair, so I don't have hair. Most of the time I'm facing the shower. Sometimes I face away from the shower, but I'm so lightheaded and it hurts so bad. Like holding water in my mouth helps the most.
But it's just like once you swallow. I don't remember anything I just said.
Oh, that sucks. Fuck you, Blair, you son of a bitch.
It doesn't taste good, man.
You dirty son of a bitch.
Dirty whore. I like it, though. But yeah.
Talking helps because you're breathing in and out, and that cools it down. Holding water or vodka in my mouth helps.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just pain. It hurts bad. Like,
I can't wait, no joke, till after the last one when we hit that Andy's Mint. I'm not going to hit it right away. I'm going to wait because I'm going to fight through it, but that's going to be so good.
I feel like we should have brought more down.
Nope.
More than one. I'm starting to come down.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that hurts so bad. And it's a different part of my mouth. This time, oh my God.
It's my lips this time.
This time it's all tongue. All tongue and the side of my mouth.
Yeah.
My lips are okay. The back of my throat's okay. I don't know which is the worst. Yeah, it hurts so bad.
Easy.
So bad.
My respect to Sean, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit him. Do you think you could ever get used to doing this? The earlier ones for sure, but these last ones?
I don't know, man. I don't know if you get used to that.
I don't know how he fucking does it, man.
It hurts so bad.
Makes me rethink the chip challenge. I still do it if somebody does it.
Oh, I can't wait to do it. We're going to do it. No, it's like, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
And as you, like, the difference between the Blair's Mega Death Sauce, I gotta take a lap. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I thought it went away, but then it came back. It's reoccurring. Jesus. BDC Studios is getting laps in, man.
We're getting laps in. I'm out of water.
I think part of the reason that I don't remember talking is because I'm just talking because I don't want it to be silent for him, you know?
Well,
but
it makes it better when you're breathing.
Yeah, for sure. I get why in season 4 they spit so much, cause just to get it out. But I feel like a bitch if I do.
All right, so the difference between like Blair's Mega Death Sauce and the machine, for me, the biggest difference is like the machine tastes good
all the way through, all the way to the end. The whole time that it's burning, you're still tasting how good it is.
And we put a lot on that on there. It hurts, but it tastes so good.
Yeah.
The difference between Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage is as soon as it touches your mouth, you know you fucked up. Like you know it's not, and it still takes a minute or two to kick in, and once it kicks in, like it's just pain. And you know it's gonna go away. Like it's starting to go away. In a few minutes, we're gonna be back to normal. But for right now, we're in the suck.
You know what sounds great right now? I would love to have me some of that. Wild turkey American honey and fucking ginger ale. Dude, that would be fucking money right now. The honey would help take it away.
Yeah, again, like you said, shouts out to Sean Evans because Jesus Christ, that thing fucking sucks, man. From the beginning, as soon as it touches your mouth, you're like, Jesus Christ. It took me a few minutes just to swallow it. Like I'm chewing it. I'm trying to swallow it as fast as I can before my body's like, don't.
Yeah.
Just puke it up, spit it out. Like I can't do that. I have to just finish. Man,
I think if I puked, I would just hold it, try to eat it, because I wouldn't want to be that bitch.
No, you can't. You can't. We're better than that.
This is the fucking second time we've done this? Why?
Yeah, why do we do this again?
I remember talking to my mom. She's like, why you do it? I'm like, we do it for the cast, man. We do it to...
And the thing is, it's a short memory. Like, we're in the suck. 20 minutes from now, we're going to do another sauce. We got one sauce left, but we'll eat that. It's going to be worse than this. But after that, 30 minutes later, it's going to be gone. And we're going to man, let's do that again. Like,
yeah.
I can't wait to do that again.
Have people try it and shit, for sure. You guys let us know. Would you try it? Would you want to come on? I think next time we do it, we get a couple more people. I know that's a lot more wings and a lot more prep, but I think it would be fun.
I'm starting to feel better now. I am starting to feel better. Man, that hurts.
I know the Degenerate said he would do it with us. I know people said we need to put it on camera, but fuck.
Oh, I wanted to bring something up. I wrote it down. Kind of came up earlier. So there's this thing, and I'm not an expert on this by any means, but it's called box breathing.
Okay. Because you said you do that when you try to sleep.
Yeah. So I think, and anybody will tell you, breathing is important. Like, we were just talking about doing a ripcord or doing a bungee cord. Jesus Christ, it still hurts.
Yeah.
Breathing does, it's so good for your, just like your vitals and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if you're nervous, if you're scared, if you're nervous, if you're in stress, or if you're just trying to relax, you might just be in a room. If you're trying to relax, if you start doing deep breathing, it helps you. So you breathe in, and I'll bring it back to work. So some of the scariest calls we go on for medical calls are seeing people who were real bad asthma or a breathing problem. Because heart attacks, your typical heart attack, like a bad heart attack, any medical call we go on, I've been doing it for 10 years. I could walk in a room and look at somebody, and like that, how much trouble they're in. So the first thing you notice, their skin color, their facial expression, and you're like, oh yeah, they're in pain,
yeah,
but they're okay. A heart attack, they're pale, they're clammy, they're sweaty, they're in pain. And
just how we are now.
Just like this, except we have color,
You more than me.
But your classic heart attack, you're like, oh no, this guy, let's go.
Yeah.
We'll start IV, we'll push meds, we'll do aspirin, we'll do oxygen, we'll do morphine. We'll do the 12 lead EKG. We'll do whatever. We're going though. With difficulty breathing, it's even scarier because people will call for difficulty breathing. It's a common call, and people are talking in full sentences like this.
Yeah.
We were at difficulty breathing about 5 minutes ago, but difficulty breathing is it could be people talking normal. It could be people hunched over.
Yeah.
Your worst difficulty breathing is when they're using accessory muscles. They're getting pale. They're barely getting oxygen. You're listening to lung sounds. You barely hear anything. They have something in their lungs, or they have real bad asthma, so they're wheezing and they're struggling to breathe. And they describe it as trying to breathe through a straw.
Yeah. That would be awful.
Their eyes are like saucers, so their pupils are dilated. Yeah. They're looking at you with panic.
Yeah.
You could look in somebody's eyes and you see how scared they are. And that's always, to me, you put on the pulse ox and they're getting a low oxygen saturation. They're struggling to breathe. We do a thing called RSI, rapid sequence intubation, where we pretty much paralyze them, intubate them at that point. We have a CPAP, we have oxygen, we have albuterol, we have Duodeb. We have stuff to treat it, but some of those are scary. We've just picked people up before, hey, let's go, put them in the squad, put them on oxygen, start a treatment.
Yeah.
Then we got to get ready to intubate as soon as if they're going to go unconscious. Those are really, really scary. But so I don't know why I got into that.
You just need to focus on something, because if you're where I'm at currently right now, the sting is gone. It's still a little bit stingy, but I'm so lightheaded from breathing and sweating. I feel so high.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just trying to get my wits about me. So I'm trying to come down from that. And so I'm glad, because I just focus on what you're saying and it's helping me through it. So you probably got lost in the area somewhere.
So when you can't, I've never been in that situation where you can't breathe and all you want is just to breathe,
Right.
But I realize how much, if you're stressed, and I try to do breathing to I try to do breathing to to relax, to calm down. So even if you're in a situation where you're stressed or you just want to relax or you're scared, do deep breathing, because it does a few things. First, it gives you something to focus on. other than your fear or your pain or whatever's going on. It gives you something to focus on, which takes your mind off of whatever the stressful situation is. 2, it helps you calm down. It levels out your pulse. It levels out your oxygen saturation. It, I don't know what that, it's not anatomic. It's, I don't know. It helps your blood pressure. It helps your pulse, like your breathing. So you have just your deep breathing, you're focusing, you're breathing. So somebody with difficulty breathing, or it doesn't have to be asthma. It could be a panic attack. We go to panic attacks often. And, again, now I'm getting even. Now I'm gonna talk. I was racist. I was sexist, and now so every time I've been on a panic attack, it's either been a woman or a gay man.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know why. And I'm sure other people have panic attacks, but every one I've ever been on is. So they come in at difficult breathing. Oh, do you have asthma? Do you have a history of asthma? Whatever. We'll check lung sounds. Your lung sounds are clear. Your pulse ox is 100%. You're getting oxygen. You're breathing too fast. You breathe with me. Hey, look at me. Calm down. Hey, let's breathe. Look at me. Breathe like me. Like breathe in. Breathe out. Like calm down. It's all right. You're gonna be all right. Just breathe. You got to calm yourself down. And we talk to family. Like, hey, can you watch them? Calm them down. Have you had a panic attack before? You're having a panic attack. Your heart's fine. Your breathing's fine. So we'll go over that. So if you're not having a panic attack, even if you're nervous or scared, breathe. So you have your deep breathing. You have a bunch of different breathing techniques you could do. A lot of them are really good, and I'm nowhere close to being an expert.
Right.
But there's a thing when you get into firefighting, or I'm sure scuba diving, you have different ways to conserve your oxygen.
Yep.
Because if you're firefighting or scuba diving, if you run out of oxygen in your tank and you're wearing a mask, if you take that mask off, if you're underwater, you're dead. If you're in a situation where it's high heat and high smoke, you're dead. You have to conserve oxygen. You're getting low on oxygen, so you can skip breathe. You can hum. There's a thing that's different than all those that is called box breathing, and I'm just started getting into that about a year and a half ago. So it's box breathing, and what you do is you kind of set your own pace or whatever. It's usually 1, 2, 3, but that 1, 2, 3 could be longer or shorter, however it is. So you inhale for 3 seconds, you pause for 3 seconds, you exhale for 3 seconds, and then you pause for 3 seconds, and then you inhale for 3 seconds. Just you keep going around that box.
Structure.
You keep going around in that box, and it could be 1, 2, 3, or it could be 1, 2, whatever you set your pace at. You work on it. You work on your box breathing, and it's giving you something to focus on. It's giving you something to take away from whatever stress, or if you're trying to sleep, or if you're in a situation where you're trying to conserve your energy. You could add skip breathing to that, or humming to that, or you could take a double breath, like where you and you pause and you do a double breath. You could work all that in the box breathing, depending on what you're doing. If you're scuba diving, if you're fire, or if you're just trying to relax, which most of the time when I'm doing it, I'm trying to stay calm.
So it's probably a longer count then.
It depends on where you're at. I brought in firefighting. I shouldn't have done that, or scuba diving.
Why?
You could do it during that, and I have done it during that.
Right.
But
it's
just
a
try
nice
to relax.
comparison.
It is to try to relax before you get into any kind of box breathing or whatever. You have to calm down first.
Yeah.
If you're scared, if you're hyperventilating, you have to all right, calm down first, and then you. I'm sure it's the same with the panic attack. Get your breathing, because people have panic attacks. They start losing sensation in their fingers and their toes, and they start curling. They get this going on. Back in the day, they used to make them breathe into a bag because they're having a high, like oxygen, like the dioxide, like you're getting too much. So you got to calm down, and then once you're calm, then you could get into your different breathing techniques, whether it's deep breathing, whether it's box breathing, but it helps, and it helps so much, man. Because like I said, it gives you something to focus on away from whatever is troubling you. And then on top of that, it is helping you. It's helping your pulse. It's slowing your pulse down. It's lowering your blood pressure. It's like a homeostatic kind of thing.
Definitely.
So like I talked to a guy. I went to Missouri, and one of the instructors we did that course where we're in a live nerve agent training.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And he was a trainer, and he had a leak in his suit, and we're doing shit with like sarin gas and VX gas. And this was a state-of-the-art facility. Like I told you, this facility was they are able to shoot you if you breach this place because they're making live nerve agents.
Right.
VX, sarin,
Jesus.
other stuff. In the
good stuff.
Good stuff. The good stuff. In this facility, they're like it's like a vacuum room. There's sensors and everything. There's like a big chamber where the actual lot, not like there's classrooms and all this stuff. And then you have where it's actually going down, and they have sensors in the ceilings that's continuously monitoring. It's got vacuum where they could suck out all the oxygen in the room. They have people on standby to inject you with your NOC kit or whatever, your atropine, your 2-gram chloride, just like that's like a Mark 1 kit, NOC kit, with everything you need. But they have all that on standby. But one of the instructors, I don't know why he was telling me this, but he's like, man, I had a scare and now I'm just struggling to get back into the room.
Oh my God.
Because now every time I go in there, I start getting nervous and I have to, and so and I'm a student, but he knew I was a fireman.
Right.
And he's an instructor at this Seaburn school. And I was like, hey man, you just try breathing. Like seriously, like try box breathing, try deep breathing. And he's like, I'll try it out. It makes sense. I say, yeah, it absolutely makes sense. It gives you a clear head. I think sometimes if something's nagging you, like, you're scared. Yeah, now you're focusing on your breathing.
Right.
I do that when I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm doing that when I'm trying to just relax.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes your brain races.
Definitely, it's all good and fun, but when you're trying to do a podcast, you don't want silence or people just hear you breathing. You want to answer the questions. That's all part of it, and that's why people who do it, I get it. Seeing them, and sometimes, we got through it, and we're gonna make through it 100%, but I had to get up and walk. A lot of people don't. Like those people who just keep going, you could tell it fucks with them, but they just keep going and stuff. Like Guy Fieri, who didn't use any milk or water and stuff. There's no way I could do that. And I'm okay with doing that. I'm still doing it, but it's good. I still sting a little. I think I'm coming down from the high of breathing and stuff. So,
and I think when we were in the suck, I don't know if box breathing you're going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You have to try to you have to get your normal breathing pattern back and then go into that. I think if you're hype, because breathing helps cool it, and your body gets a high from it. So I think we were in the suck. You can't if you're we weren't hyperventilating.
No.
But if we were, you have to calm down first and then go into a breathing therapy or whatever you want to call it. But
well,
one more.
It's time.
There's Bruce Buffrat.
Yep. This I've been looking forward to for so long.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been looking at it on my desk for this very moment for months. I see it. We are at the last wing, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 wings left. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. Which one do you want?
Whichever one you...
I'll take the smaller one.
You son of a bitch.
I can take the bigger one because if you need to try to get it down, I swallowed my last wing, so here, I'll switch if you want to do that.
I'll take it.
Okay, all right.
I'll take it.
I'm trying to cock block you here right at the last minute. But I'm so fucking so excited. I have not opened this. We're getting ready to open it. On the show, they say it has a mustard taste. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of mustard. I do like spicy mustard and honey mustards and stuff.
Spicy brown.
So I'm pretty... I don't need it.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna hand me a knife to open it, but it has the marks where you can pull it. But so... I'm pretty fucking stoked. Again, this has over 2 million Scoville units. Again, Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage had 550,000 on the Scoville units. This is over 2 million. This is not made with extract. This is made with Pepper X. It's the hottest pepper in the world. We got it. You can get it off Heatness. Each batch is different. For the new season, they say the current one of the last dab has... it's probably hotter than this batch that we bought because, again, we bought this when it first came out. So it's going to be awesome. If it's an over just straight mustard taste, I probably won't like it, but I'm excited. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think I'm going to like the taste because I think with the spice, it's going to mix nice. I'm definitely not going to be a hero for sure. I'm not going to put as much on it, but... it's fucking great. Again, you guys, thanks for sending in the questions, man. This is fucking awesome. I know we've gone on a lot of tangents, and, this is like a normal length podcast, which I think all of our listeners love. So I'm glad that we've gone But man, I'm ready to open this up and do the fucking dirty and get through it to see what it tastes like. So
yeah, man,
I'm fucking pumped.
We haven't even smelled it yet. Like you said, you're just now on opening it. So
there it is. That's the open. It looks so weird without the container because I'm not used to it. But
I slid you this open L to open it. It's a knife I got from Germany. It's made out of pine.
Oh, nice.
Like it's a fancy knife. How's it smell, dude?
Does it
smell like hate?
No, it smells good.
Okay.
It smells good. You're gonna hurt for sure. Yeah. Definitely gonna hurt. I'm just shaking it up some more because it's thick. It's a thicker one.
Yeah, and I know like being
smell it.
Hot Ones, it's gonna.
And shouts out to them. Like they filled it up to the top.
Oh yeah, it smells like.
I am literally. It is called The Last Dab. I'm literally just doing a dab. The one Blair's with Liquid Rage. I went all the way down the side.
You still got some on your plate, so be careful, dude.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know.
So and the thing what they say about,
I guess there's a little air bubble in it. But.
And we're no experts, but the thing they say about Scoville units is like a lot of scales like that. Like it's exponential.
Do we have like something to kind of stir to? Break it like I would say I would do the pin, but it's not like I'm gonna lick it off.
Yeah, I could grab that knife again. I can't think of anything else.
Be like a toothpick or something would be like perfect.
Yeah, I can go upstairs.
Yeah, let's just kind of because I think it's maybe just been sitting there. I just kind of want to stir it because the thing is there's an air pocket in here and I don't want to be pouring it on there and it just fucking pops off and like shoots out and stuff. Hey, I know we have some extra wings. Grab me an extra one. That might help. So when we made the wings, we had some extra ones. So I'm gonna have him bring down another one. Maybe I don't remember who it was on the show, but they counteracted it like with some of the earlier ones. So maybe I'll like jump into like the Lava de la Sol, go back to that to try to counteract it. We'll see. But it's gonna be a fucking great one, guys. I'm so fucking pumped for this. So I say that now, and of course it's definitely gonna be. Excuse me, definitely going to be horrible. Absolutely 100% just straight shit show. But I don't remember. Do you remember who? Yeah. Do you remember who it was on Hot Ones where they did another wing and they put other hot sauce on it? All right. Okay. You know what I mean? So I think maybe if I'm like still in the suck, like when I'm trying to come down from the high or whatever, maybe I'll just like go to De La Soul.
Oh, that's a good idea. Man.
Just to see. But see, like. Look, like this comes up. And, yeah. So we need to like.
It's like dried out.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
But again, it's because it's been sitting on my desk for.
Oh my god! Imagine eating that right there.
That's why I was just like, I want to get. It's on the end of my finger. So sorry, there was a little prep for this, guys, but we want to make sure we do it right and get like the good taste and.
Yeah, and it smells so aggressive. Like with the same thing with. Blair's Megadeth, like you could smell it, and it smells like pain. And then as soon as it touches your mouth, it is so aggressive.
I want to make sure we do it right.
Yeah.
Give me another toothpick, then I'll just like.
Oh yeah.
I guess I can use the same.
No, here you go. I brought them all down.
But we'll just. Oh fuck. That's just one little dab, I think.
Yeah. I think that's the right way to go. Yeah, it's thick as fuck, man.
I like that though because the thing is I think it was smart that they did that because you don't want it to pour out like.
No.
Yeah, don't be a hero.
Yeah, that's good right there, huh?
Cap. I just want to cap it.
Oh, it smells so angry.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I love that it just doesn't come pouring out. So. But
like before, like we did the Blair's Megadeth.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like this is what it's about, like being in the suck, embracing the suck.
Yeah.
Like that went away. Like now it's just fear. I just want to get it over with.
Fear shit. I know that's like when we were talking, but I wanted to make sure I was back at baseline for it because we need the full experience.
I feel like we're back at baseline, but I'm way less like confident.
Yeah.
But, like going into Blair's Megadeth, I was like, this is what it's about.
The only thing I'm banking on, I think it'll be better if the taste is better. And the thing is, a lot of people don't say it tastes that bad. I don't remember hearing a lot of people on Hot Ones say that the Megadeth sauce like tasted that bad, but I just did not like the taste.
No,
and I know you didn't. So if this tastes better, it might actually be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I say that, 100%. But we're jumping over double the amount of Scoville units.
And like I was saying, like they say it's exponential. So like say there's something that's 50,000 Scoville units, and you you take that, and then you take something that's 200,000 Scoville units. If you eat like 4 times the amount of something that's 50,000 Scoville units, it's not the same. Like, it's an exponential jump. Every Scoville unit is an exponential jump. So like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do like 4 times as much of the 50,000, it's like an exponential jump. So we're in the 2 million range. And, it's gonna
who do you think, this person's wrote in questions before, who do you think gets the glory of asking us the final question before the last dab? First time we do it.
I hope it's Joey.
It is.
Oh,
it is Joey.
I was gonna say, because we haven't had a question from Joey at all.
Yep, 100%. Look, you don't even have to read it, but yeah, it is Joey.
Man, that's awesome, dude. Shouts out, Joey.
Yep, absolutely. And we're gonna try to get into this because we're already at 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's gonna take us a while to come down, and we're gonna have to do our shout outs and fuck you and stuff. So it's gonna be get there. So his question is a good one. It says, recently I burned Pagnasty on Twitter about having a dad bod, and he did. It was great. I don't remember exactly what he said because it's been a couple months now, but I had said something about, I think it was about being a dad and like pushing over my son or something, like doing something like a cool moment. Like, I've been waiting to do that. He goes, he goes, yeah, you already have that dad bod down or something. It was fucking genius. It was so good. I made a Facebook post about it where, sometimes, you lose a war you don't even know you're in. Like, we're always smashing each other, and it was great. Maybe if I can find it, maybe I'll like retweet it. I'll do a search. But so again, what he said is, I recently burned Pagnasty on Twitter about having a dad bod. What is your best burn on someone?
Oh, shit.
It's a solid question.
Fuck!
I mean, because you can kind of get into like the pranks and stuff like that, but here we go.
This is it. Last
Cheers.
way, man. The last dab.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, brother. Oh my God, I'm so angry.
It tastes good, man. That's good tasting. I do taste the mustard.
I taste like mustard or ginger or something, but it still tastes angry. It tastes like it's got some of the mega death sauce in there.
It's burning?
Not yet. It's hot, but it's not. It's starting to flame.
I like it.
It's way better.
It's not hot. Hot ones came on. It was DJ Khaled.
Pussy.
I know they said it's a delay hit, so I'm waiting for it. I know we're not going to be let down. Maybe sitting there, I was kind of worried because I mean it tastes good. Nothing's coming at me. Maybe it's because it wasn't coated. Maybe
Mine's starting to build.
Yeah,
big time.
But it's not like death sauce gets you right there
Immediately. Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, I don't remember. Lately, I would say it would had to have definitely been something with the degenerate and his, because he, burned down his apartment. Like just say last week on the podcast, I had just said it because he was making fish tacos, and I just said it, and we just kept going. I wouldn't say that's a great burn. It's just like he'll always be made fun of, like the rest of his life for that. It's intensifying.
Yeah.
So, so those are always good, but not one of them comes out specifically that I could think of. Making fun of Long for not having a chin is always anytime,
or a bad shoulder.
Yeah, those are good. I just don't. Man, I'm not.
No. It's bad for me, but it's not as bad as Blair's Mega Death.
No, it feels like it's a good taste and stuff, though. I like it.
I'm lightheaded.
You're lightheaded?
Yeah.
I think for me, the taste is carrying it through, man. That's good. And unless it's a really big delay for me, maybe it'll just because sometimes it just doesn't hit people, Yeah. Like maybe I should get some more. Like that's where my head is. Seriously, I think you're hurting, aren't you?
I'm not hurting. I'm hurt now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I put some more on this last wing?
I don't know, dude.
I don't want to be a hero.
It's getting worse. For me, it's getting worse.
Is it like an edible? Like you just wait, hit it and wait?
Yeah.
Because I feel like on the show, okay, yep, it's coming. You know how I'm feeling? you know how like the roof of your mouth, how it starts feeling like saliva and stuff, like right before you throw up? I'm getting that feeling. Not that I feel like I'm going to throw up, but I feel like it's coated in something. So let's just say right now, I'm definitely glad I didn't do that.
No, yeah,
that
I'm
second
glad you
one.
didn't. I wasn't gonna let you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's
still for me. It's still getting worse.
Yeah, I don't need to walk around, so I don't need to pace. Like
it's still on the tongue. My face is sweating. It's still on my tongue and on the side of my mouth. Not on the lips. I don't think I got any on my lips on any of the wings. The lava, the lava one. Went straight to the back of my mouth because the way I chewed it. And since then, it was more tongue, but the tongue hurts almost worse than the back of the mouth. So now it's on like the front, my whole tongue, and on the side of my tongue.
Yeah, I wish I could remember a specific burn, but I haven't had a really decent one lately, other than, like I said, last week that just went unnoticed because I didn't bring it up. But I brought it up this week, so. Yeah. But, can you think of one? No. Can you think at all?
I'm going back to...
Well, here's what we'll do. So you can think about it. Maybe I'll just read another question.
No. Let's do two questions. But I want to answer this first.
Okay.
So we had one that I could think of. It goes back to my buddy Tony, who just went in the bureau. He did 25 years in suppression, and we went to La Sola Meal because we still try to do lunch on our days off every 6 days. We consider ourselves food critics. We were there, and this isn't that good, but the timing was on, and it was like a
it's like a left
surprise. It was like a hook shot, like out of nowhere. Nobody expected it coming. So we showed up, go to the bar. It's a place I think it's closing. La Sola Meal. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Piccolo's. Piccolo's did close. But anyway, we're there. We're eating. And somebody asked Tony, like, how did you get here? And without missing a beat, I said he swam. Because he's
racist again.
Racist again because he swam, because he's from Mexico. And I'm saying he crossed the Rio Grande River or whatever.
Right.
And Tony was like, wow, like, ouch, man. Like, coming from you, like, I can't believe you said that. I expect that shit out of this fucking guy.
Right.
Not you know. And I was like, dude, I don't know where that came from.
It's like the spirit just took you over.
Oh. Everybody else was like, I got to put some water in my mouth real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's hitting you hard.
But the Two Guns was like, no, dude, that was perfect. The timing was solid. Like,
yeah.
That just came out of...
Because you guys, like, weren't even joking prior to it. So, like, you weren't expecting it, too.
He meant where did you... How did you get
Yeah,
there?
obviously.
What way did you go through town?
But that's what I'm saying. It'd be different if, like, you were joking about something about him already, and then you came in. But the fact that was, like, the first one... Like,
I just...
Jesus, man!
He asked the question, and I was like, bang. So he said the timing was good. It was off. Yeah, I love burning people. Under duress is tough to come up with one. I'm sure I got better ones. That's the first thing that came to mind. My favorite is if you could burn two people or two things at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like that's my favorite.
Like a double one.
Like a double one. Yeah. Like
Yeah, do you remember any one of those?
No, but like you could use that like
I'm gonna eat this last wing.
Oh, do it, man. Do it.
De La Soul. I'm good, man. It didn't hit me.
No?
Not that bad, man. I even think the machine, I felt like there's a constant burning, and there's a little bit more, but yeah, it just didn't hit me today, so.
I'm still feeling it. For me, it wasn't as bad.
It's good. It's definitely up there, but it's a great tasting sauce.
It tastes great, yeah.
And it's good. And it's definitely, at one point, it was hotter. So I would definitely say it was hotter than Blair's Mega Death Sauce with Liquid Rage. It just didn't hit me with like the pain as much.
No.
Same here. You could tell it was definitely more. Yeah. It was like hotter, but it just wasn't as much pain.
And we put a lot less of it than we put on the Megadeth or even the machine. I want to say the machine might have even been worse because we coated our wings.
And that could be, But again, like you said, you would rather overdo it and stuff. But when you're messing with something that hot, I'm glad we would have died for sure if we would have coated it.
Oh my god, that looks that. So Pags we brought an extra wing down. He's got the Lava Dia Sol, which is orange. it's way more orange than the last dab, but it looked like you. That looks like the last dab. It scared the shit out of me for a second.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going in.
Yeah. I don't even know where we're at. I have no idea. I was answering the question.
I'm just enjoying this.
I don't remember what the question was.
Best burn, and then I asked if you had.
Oh yeah, I like
the double pun.
I like
if you could think of one.
Pun. Like I've said stuff on Twitter before. Like Jesus Christ, like the Chiefs choked harder than the NYPD or whatever. Right. Then you're burning the NYPD, you're burning the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could get a 2-for-1, I love doing that. Mm-hmm. You know, off the bat, I said that about the NYPD and something, not the Chiefs. This was a long time ago, but I love doing that.
I have a Chiefs are the first thing that come to your mind, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
Because even though the Saints just had a big choke.
Yeah, the Saints did. Fucking
botch play. Anyway, but you thought you were going to win right up until the end, so I get that.
Yeah. We did it, man.
Fuck yes.
I'm still in it. It's getting better though.
I'll go on the record and say Last Dab is an excellent sauce. It tastes great.
It is.
So I didn't mean to cut you off.
So, no, it's because last time we finished with Mad Dog 357, and then we finished with Blair's Megadeth with Liquid Rage, and then we did that Melinda's.
We didn't have Blair's last time.
Oh, that's right. We didn't have.
No, we didn't because Melinda's took the place of it. So
I think it makes a big difference, man.
Andy's Mint.
Andy's Mint time.
It's time for the Andy's Mint time. Yeah, no, it definitely makes a big difference.
To taste because the volcanic pepper ones are so good. The hot ones, Last Dab is so good. Both. We didn't do Mad Dog 357 today.
No,
but that one is one that it tastes is disgusting.
That's the way to end it, man.
Oh
Fuck
God,
yeah.
that's so good.
God damn, that's money.
This is the best Andy's Mint I've ever had.
Yeah, easily, 100%. How many times can you say you've had the best Andy's Mint you've ever had? Once,
never.
Right
Yeah,
now.
you never
This
say
is the
that.
best.
Oh my!
I'm taking a handful for my way home, just so you're aware.
Dude, oh my God! Take some wet wipes too for your beehole.
Yes, definitely.
It's gonna be on fire. But I want to say, on the record, I'm proud of you,
dude. I'm proud of you too, man. We fucking did it.
We did it.
I wasn't for sure there for a while. I didn't know one of us. I figured wasn't gonna make it out alive. Honestly,
Yeah,
I thought one of us was gonna die there on Megadeth. I would definitely say the experience wise, Megadeth is the worst for sure. The Last Dab, it's nice to end there and to still it's a weird feeling. It's hard to explain. To know it's definitely hotter, but it's not as much pain. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
but it's good. It's a great taste. It does not. So I was talking to my uncle. Shouts out Mookie and. Because he watches it, he watches every episode of Hot Ones as well religiously, and when he hates mustard, so when he said it tasted like mustard, he's just like, that's gonna be disgusting.
Shit.
I don't think you get a hint of mustard, but I don't think it's bad. It's not like I think you, and then it just kind of goes away. So I think you would enjoy it. So even if you hate it,
I'm not a huge mustard fan. I wonder if Mook, let me know. Do you like horseradish?
Right.
I love a strong fucking horseradish that clears your sinuses, and I love that. Man, I had fun. I'm glad we did it. Now we faced the suck. We've been in deep waters in the suck, and now we're out of it. Yeah. That fucking what is it? That Andy's Mint tasted absolutely fantastic.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna throw a chew in and keep drinking. For me, man, once we hit that. Where did I struggle at? Was it lava or the machine?
You were machine.
Yeah, I hit the machine, man, and even knowing
I'll have to listen to it back, but yeah, I mean it was a little.
I think it was the machine.
It hurt a little bit with the lava one, but it still tasted good. And it wasn't that bad, but yeah, I think the machine hit you pretty good.
The machine hit me hard, man, and yeah. Which is, it's weird because I knew it was coming. I've eaten the sauce before. I know how much it sucked last time. The thing that's awesome about it is I don't know if it's everybody or if we just have bad memories, because when you're in the suck you're like, why did we do this?
Yeah, exactly.
Like this hurt, like you're in pain, and the pain is in your mouth, in your throat, your lips. You can't do anything about it. Talking, breathing helps. having cold liquid, like holding it in your mouth helps.
Yeah.
But when you're just sitting there, you're just there. Like you can pace.
Yeah.
And because I think it gives you something to do.
Yeah. And listen, man, I'm not going to say I didn't have bitch moments. I thought about not going on.
Yeah.
Of course. But you conquer that. You, as Joe Rogan says, you conquer your inner bitch.
Yeah.
If you get past it, you're like,
that.
no, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
So yeah, it crossed my mind, but that's it. That's as far as it goes.
Right.
It gets there. No, fuck you. I'm in charge. I'm gonna keep doing it. Now, would I eat a whole rack of ribs with that? No, absolutely not.
No.
I wouldn't even probably do like 2 wings with that.
No.
But again, we did hero status there. You know, we went big on on that one. Goddamn fidget spinning it again. I thought I set it away from you. Hear it?
I grabbed it. I grabbed that shit. I think that's big to have something to do, like to try to distract your mind, because pacing doesn't help. Like you're just there in the suck. And for me, it surprised me how bad the machine fucked me up.
Yeah.
And then, confidence is a big deal. Like people that don't think about confidence, I think about confidence quite a bit because I'm a pretty confident guy.
Like it was weird because like it did that hit you. It surprised me that it hit you that bad, but like. I just rode the wave of talking, and that got me through it. Like, I just rambled, and I'll listen back, and I'll be like, I'm not even understand a word. I sound like I'm Cajun or something.
And I think that's the deal. Like, if you're distracting your mind with anything to distract away from the duress, it helps. Yeah.
And that's what's like the Blairs. It blows past it. You can't distract yourself from it. So
it's and also like before leading up to Blair's and Megadeth Sauce, I gave the speech. And I talked about, I don't even remember what I talked about now, but I talked about being in the suck. And I was 100% about that. Like, when you're in the suck, if you don't have adversity in your life, and you're living like a flat wave of not a lot of ups and downs, I imagine your life could be boring.
Right now, it was what we did Blair's Megadeth Sauce like maybe 20 minutes ago. I can't wait to do this challenge again. I'm already there. Like, you're still listening to the same podcast. You heard how bad it was. Yeah. And we're like, fuck this. I could do it again.
Yeah, my mouth is hot. My lips my lips now have a little bit of pain in it, but you forget. And then you're like, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah.
Because 10 minutes you're gonna be there and it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna go away, and it's gonna go away. When you're in that moment, it's almost like a panic.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? How do I escape this? What can I do? It hurts, man. Like that. My confidence. So bringing up doing this, like talking about being in the suck and enjoying the suck, trying to embrace the suck to make normal things are better that way, and that's 100% truth. I can't stress that. Everybody gets that. I was really confident going into Blair's Megadeth Sauce. After Blair's Megadeth Sauce, my confidence was rocked.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm going to do it, but I was not. And I was excited because it was the last one, but at the same time, I'm like, man, like that.
Well, I'm pumped to do it again because I just want to see how the last dab will hit me next time. Next time we're gonna have guests. We'll talk and we'll narrow it down. We'll do it with guests. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm fucking glad we did this again, man.
Yeah.
I say we do our shouts out and fuck yous.
Okay.
I know we have one question left. We can just leave it in there. We have some in our email, so the next time hopefully they'll just build up because I know we don't always get questions. So. Okay. But this was, I do want to say, man, like you said, I am definitely proud of you. This is everything I thought it would be. We definitely went way longer. I don't know why we thought we were just going to do an hour, probably because we want to try to get another one in today. But it's just a normal podcast. We do questions. Of course, we're going to go off book and shit like that.
And I'm fine if you want to do the other question.
No, I think I say we wait.
Okay. And I also like to stress on like confidence. Like confidence is, I think, is a big deal, man. Yeah. And I think if you, we don't have to get too deep into it, but I think if you're confident going into things, it makes a big deal.
Yeah.
And then when your psyche or your mental takes a hit and then you lose confidence, like I think it's you have to overcome that and you have to stay confident. You have to fight through that. I think that's a big deal, man. And for me, I battle with that because I'm a fairly confident. You know me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm fairly confident. So and then when my confidence takes the hits, it would be like what I talked about on episode 40, like when you're in a scary situation or you partially fall through a floor, and then when you're cold and you're tired, and then you start to have doubts, and then you're like, fuck, man, like you're not invincible, or maybe you don't even know what the fuck you're doing or whatever, and then you have to build your confidence back up. You're like, you know what, fuck this, I can do anything.
Right.
I'm here, and I'll fight that adversity. I'm still confident. Confidence is a big deal. Like trying to live life without it.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how you could do it. But even if it's fake, you have to build yourself up.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Fake it till you make it. But,
it's there for sure.
We definitely faced adversity today.
Hell yeah.
We've battled an adversary. We've battled demons. We set goals and we beat the shit out of those goals.
And we crushed it, man. We fucking crushed it. This is, oh Jesus Christ, I'm trying to clean up. It was, like I said, it was everything I thought it would be. So it's fucking awesome. Well, do you want to just jump into the shouts out and fuck yous and get out of here? I can go first, if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
So what I have, I just want to give some simple shouts out. Shouts out to the Pepper X creator. Again, I wish I could remember his name.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome that you did that. Shouts out to Volcanic Peppers. Shouts out to Hot Ones and Sean Evans. We've done this absolutely because of them, and it's a fun show. Keep doing what you're doing. He's the best fucking host out there for sure. Shouts out to Long. He's fucking deployed. Help protecting this country and shit like that, and so he's away from his family and shit, so keep your head up, and anybody whoever's been deployed and shit like that. And then shouts out to Big Daddy, because that's a fucking great nickname. And then definitely shouts out to Eating Ass, because that's all the latest craze.
That's
so
everything.
You guys go out there, you guys put in work, man, get in the trenches. Fuck yous to anybody who has never finished Hot Ones. Anybody who bows out. Like, I get it, you're on the show, I know people's taste buds are different, but when in Rome, you gotta try it. I know people try, you just can't handle it, but still, fuck you. And then fuck yous to that shit sauce.
Melinda's original Red Savina.
Yeah, you ain't shit, bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
That's it.
Well done, sir. I think those were great. Some of them I had the same, so I'll adjust mine a little bit. Although I am going to also give a shout out. I know you said it, Sean Evans, Hot Ones. I'm also going to give a shout out to them because this is the tribute to them. Number 2. I want to give a shout out to Camus for everything. It's everything. Yeah. And then shout out to people who send us questions and who follow us and who support us and who are excited about this adventure as we are. You know what I mean? So my fuck yous are short. Fuck you, Sriracha. I'll say fuck you, Sriracha, but I am going to try it. I probably haven't tried it in a while. I just don't like the taste. But I will try it again. Maybe it'll grow on me, or maybe my taste buds changed in the last few years. Fuck you to Blair for making hot sauce that
definitely
fucking hurts.
Absolutely.
And that could have gone with the fuck you and shout out, but right now it's just fuck you because I already had too many shots out. And then fuck DJ Khaled because DJ Khaled is such a bitch. Like he's not from the street. Not that matters, but right. he had a great life. His family was rich. He's making it seem like he's like he's been through adversity. Like he's a tough guy and he's a rapper. And no, man, like you make music and it's easy job. I'll give you that, man. Like there's no danger in it. Right. Like you're a pussy. And you couldn't even eat like 3 wings on Hot Ones. Like you're fake as fuck, man. Like come on the podcast if you want, and we could fucking talk. And come to the fucking podcast and come to BDC Studios, and we could go on the mat and we could fight, man. We could do. I'll serious. Like we could do boxing. We could do bare knuckle boxing. We could do jujitsu only. We could go gi no gi. We could do kickboxing. We could do any fucking thing you want. I'm a yellow belt in taekwondo. We could do taekwondo. DJ Khaled, you're fake, man. You're fake. You're not even that good. You're hype. And you're a pussy. So, yeah, fuck you. That's it.
Jesus Christ, that was hard. I like it. I like your style. I like the confidence, as you said. You've been preaching about it all episodes. So, that's fucking great. Guys, again, we're at Nasty and Friends on Twitter, Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Send us questions. We're down to 3 questions, assuming that the ones that are currently sent in our email address, which is nastyandfriends@gmail.com. They might have multiple questions. We don't go into them. We don't know, so it is possible. But as of right now, we only have 2 questions. This is a fucking blast. Can't wait to get back to BDC Studios, hopefully sooner than later. Guys, remember, life is simple. Don't be a dick. Night, sluts. Motherfucker, yeah.